It's a LP. It's a LP. It's a LP.
All right. What is going on, everybody? What's going on, Noble Sports Entertainment? What's going on, Jorge? Crushed Ice Sports Talk. What's going on, Jamie Ward, Noah James, Grayson Sharp Live 2, T. Higgins, the GOAT. What's going on, everybody? And this is for Noah James. Appreciate all the super chats, brother. Oh, man, your boy was gritting and grinding, trying to get on time. But we are live. Game number 4. Hey, you know I had to bring it out because we need some luck tonight. Let's go. Let's take care of business at the Staples Center. What's going on, Detroit Lions Talk with MicroMike? What's going on, Brandon Dillett? What's going on, Jake? How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's having a great Saturday. It is a glorious day, and we are live for game number 4, Phoenix at the Clippers. Oh, snap. Speaking of Clippers, we got the wrong court. We at the wrong house. Hold on a second. Let's get the right house. There we go. Now we at the right house. Noah James with the $4.99 and $9.99 or the 99-cent super chat. Appreciate that. Noble Sports says, and again. Hey, appreciate that, Noah. Is the series tied? No, it is Phoenix leads the series 2-1. Sorry, Trox, but I'm a Clippers fan. Hey, it's all good, Jake. Hey, I love it when we got Clippers fans and Suns fans in the building. It gets live, it gets hot, it gets a lot of fun. So hey, let's go. We about to have some fun today. What's going on, Esquel Sanchez? Hopefully I said your name correctly. Says, what time is the game, dude? It is going to be starting here very shortly. They are going to commercials. The tip-off says it's at 9 o'clock, but obviously they never start on time. Figure probably maybe about 20 minutes it should be live. Noah James with another $4.99 super chat. Appreciate that, Noah. Keith Davis is in the building. Says, hey, Trox, I got a Twitter account. Hey, add me on Twitter, brother. It's at 30 Troxel 87. And I'll add you to the moderators chat. Trox, what do you think about Chauncey Billups being the head coach of the Portland Trail Blazers? It's about time. Chauncey Billups got his job. It's been a long time coming. I am proud of him. I cannot wait to see the Portland Trail Blazers with head coach Chauncey Billups at the helm. Travis Doyley with the $5 super chat says, at work, it sucks, but let's go Suns. Hey, I appreciate that, Travis Doyley. I just typed Troxel and you popped up. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you just type in Troxel in the search bar, you could probably find me as well. What do you think? Who is going to win the series? I am going with the Phoenix Suns. I just think that, you know, they're hungry this year. Noah James with the $4.99 super chat says, "Hey, let's go, Travis Workflow." Hey, absolutely. What's going on? John Lee says, "Do your thing, Trox." Keith Davis says, "Chauncey has always been a great leader." Absolutely. You know, he's going to get them boys over in Portland played the right way. You know, that's one thing he did probably learn from Larry Brown is playing the right way. And, hey, let's let everything else fall in its place. But that was a huge hire for the Portland Trailblazers is hiring Chauncey Billups. Do you think there's going to be an NBA Finals? Absolutely. Jason Kidd is on the Mavs' new head coach. Absolutely, Brandon. That's a great hire as well. He also brought in, Jason Kidd also brought in J.J. Barea as an assistant head coach as well. And the former Dallas Mavericks head coach, Rick Carlisle, is going back to Indiana. Linda Brennan is in the building. What's going on? Missed you yesterday. Noah James with the $9.99 super chat says, "Teams are like a puzzle. You got to find the right pieces." Absolutely. Okay, it looks like Cameron Payne is hitting on all cylinders. He's hopping around, having a good time. Trox looks like it's time to upgrade now. Hey, it's getting close, brother. I got to stack up about $700 for my next upgrade. But when you guys see the upgrade, you guys going to be like, hold on, I got a soundbite for that one. You're going to be like,
Oh my God. Oh my God.
absolutely. Noble Sports says Trae Young and Devin Booker becoming superstars. Absolutely. What's going on? Greg Whitworth says a must-win game for the Clippers tonight, Trox. Hey, I hopefully, we play spoiler. Win tonight, close it out on, what is that, Tuesday? No, it'll be Monday, I think. What's up, Cole? But yeah, I mean, if we can win tonight, we can close it out. Game 5. Trox, can you do some vlogs? It's possible. What do you guys want to see on vlogs? Must win for Phoenix Suns? Absolutely, Noble Sports. If the Clippers win, would you be mad? No, I wouldn't be mad. You know, I got to understand one thing. You know, like, I understand, like, the NBA is a business. You know, the longer these series drag out, the more money the NBA is making. Help Trox and drop 500 in super chats. My cat is going to watch the game with me. Hey, that's what's up, Grayson. We need Chris Paul to step up tonight. Hey, that is all hashtag facts, Noble. Hey, Noble, that was a great video you did on Chauncey Billups. If you haven't subscribed to Noble Sports Entertainment, Detroit Lions Talk with MicroMike, definitely subscribe to all the members of the Infinite Sports Network, and also check out the latest video by Noble Sports Entertainment. He dropped a video talking about Chauncey Billups becoming the new head coach of the Portland Trail Blazers, and that is over on the Infinite Sports Network YouTube channel. Everyone can boo me, but the Clippers are going to win tonight. Hey, ain't nobody going to boo you, Charles. I mean, that's your opinion, brother. Come on now. You've been rocking with me for what, 3 years now? You know everybody's entitled to their opinion. We don't hate. We don't discriminate. We just had some fun. Bears Cat Barrett, what's going on, brother? Hey, Bears Cat Barrett, get a Twitter account, add me on Twitter, and I can add you to the moderators chat. All members become moderators, and add me on Twitter, and then I can put you into the moderators chat. We don't hate, we just congratulate. Hey, absolutely. MicroMike really wants me to upgrade. Damian Hernandez, what's going on, brother? What is going on, brother? So it looks like they're going to be going to commercial break, and then they're going to be hopefully going to tip it off here shortly. What's going on, CFH 420? Says, miss not having you for Game 3, Trox. Hey, I missed not being here. Nothing, just chilling. Hey, that sounds like a perfect day. Hopefully you got a cold one, and you're watching the game with your boy. Hey, I do want to say this, though. Shout out to my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law put me on a TV series. Now they're on season 3 in real life, but I'm watching season 1. But there's a show called All American. It's based off of Spencer Paysinger, former Miami Dolphin and New York Giant linebacker. But that's a good TV series. So if you guys, got some time and your boy is not on, definitely check out All American. It's a Netflix series right now. But the season 3 is on CW. Nothing like an upgrade? Hey, absolutely. Knowing me, I'll leave when it starts, come back at halftime, and then leave again and come back the last 5 minutes. Come on, T. Higgins. Nah, I just like to mess with you, brother. CFH 420 says, let's go, Suns. How long have you been a Suns fan? I've been a Suns fan, I want to say since around 2000, because there was rumblings about me moving out to Arizona, and right around 2005, after the NBA Finals, I did decide to move out to Arizona. So I've been scouting them for 5 years, went out to them, and then I think it was like 2006, they formed that super squad, and I was just like, oh my God, let's go. And I've still been waiting for Pistons Suns NBA Finals. We need to make it happen. What's going on, Isaac? What's going on, William Williams? That is actually when the game's supposed to be starting. We're waiting for tip-off. Time to win. Let's get it. Suns for life. Phoenix Suns. Rally the Valley. Beat the Clippers. Absolutely, Isaac. Are you going to game 2 of the NBA Finals if the Suns live? I wish. I'm back in Detroit. But if I was out in Phoenix, absolutely I would go to game 1 or game 2. But I'll be live here on YouTube. Oh, you're going to be there for game 2? That's what's up. I was at the Pistons versus the New Jersey Nets. That was back in 2004, their NBA championship run. I was there in the nosebleeds, but I was there for game 7 in that series, and the Detroit Pistons held Jason Kidd to 0 points. But yeah, I've been a diehard Suns fan for about, going on almost 22 years? And almost 34 years as a Detroit Pistons fan. But, man, I can't wait till this game starts. We're going to have some fun, fellas and ladies in the building. We are definitely going to have some fun. He has 62 total points in the paint. Trox misses Charles Barkley. Hey, absolutely. He was a riot watching him on the basketball court. All right, looks like it's going to be tip-off coming up next after these commercials. Hold on a second. What's going on, Zachariah Perez? All right, we should be good. Grayson, if it's still spinning, get out and come back in. It should work. Might be your internet provider. But I know there's some spots in my house. It's like pulling teeth. Like down here where I'm at doing my YouTube, I get hardly no service. What's up, Chief Adam? It should be coming up next, Zachariah. Should be coming up right after these commercials. Everybody should miss Barkley. Absolutely. He was a riot watching him. Say what you want about Dennis Rodman as well, but he was fun to watch too. They really need to win to scare Clippers on Tuesday night. Absolutely. Okay, it worked. Clippers are winning tonight, says Zachariah. Appreciate the 41 in the building. Let me know who you guys are going for. Put hashtag Clippers if you're going for Los Angeles. Or put hashtag Suns if you're going for the Valley of Phoenix, Arizona. Rodman was the man. Absolutely. I always used to love watching Rodman and see what color hair he was about to have. What's up, Rossi? 0319 says hashtag Suns. Noble Sports, Suns, let's go Suns Nation. Grayson with the hashtag Suns. Sanchez says hashtag Suns. Cole, hashtag Suns. Zachariah with the hashtag Clips. Okay. I know Jorge is going for the Clippers. I know he's been bragging about his one victory. It's all good, brother. I'm just messing with you, Jorge. What's up, Jay Miller? What's going on, Robert Hopkins? Jay says, sup, brah? Suns all the way. Robert says hashtag Clips. Jorge with the hashtag Clippers. They winning by 3. Okay. Hey, That's a close game. I love close games, win, lose, or draw. I hate games like yesterday where it was a complete blowout, and I'm just sitting here like, okay, I'm not doing no play-by-plays. When the scrubs come in, that's when Troxel Sports Stream stops the play-by-play. Grayson says, Suns in 5. Trox, you are going to get heat tonight. Game on, brother. Hey. Or hold on. What does The Rock say? Just bring it.
Playoffs? Playoffs?
Are you serious?
What's up, Chase Bishop? Cracked ribs is no joke. Uh-oh. Get well, Chief Adam. All right, here we go. We should be starting here very shortly. What's up, Jeff? Suns and D-Book in the point guard CP3 are getting a ring this year. They both deserve it. Hey, absolutely. Yeah, I know. As soon as we get a tip off, I'll be getting the court. Appreciate that, JT. We were in Phoenix just a few minutes ago. I put the wrong court as the background. All right, stop with all the copyright music. Stop with all the commercials. Let's get to some basketball, darn it. It's 12 minutes past 9. Do you see the part of D-Book got his nose cut? Hey, that stuff was broke. He broke his nose. That stuff was all crooked. But, man, he still finished the game, and, hey, I can't be more proud of him, man. You break your nose, and you still go out there and play. Hold on a second. Okay, hold on. What in the world? All right, here we go. He's like 25. Okay, what in God's green earth is going on here? Okay, here we go. What in... All right, hold on a second. Oh, snap. What in God's green earth is going on? Come on. I'm about to start getting Hulk mad. Okay. Okay, hold on a second. All right. Okay, is it going to freaking work? Like, what's going on here? Now they're going to start getting me mad. Okay, here we go. All right, now we got everything back up and going. Something happened, and I was just about to get all worked up there for a second. What's up, Shane Claps? What's up, Barku? Hey, I appreciate that. Esquel Sanchez says they just bought your merch. I appreciate that. Need some old school purple Barkley jersey?
Hey, look, offensively, all right, listen, tonight, first half, let's get off to a good start. Let's trust, move the basketball, but we got to play with a lot of pace, all right? So push the pace, attack early if we don't have it. If you're getting something, let's make sure we do it fast.
Hey,
right?
shout out to Vacation.
Every possession counts. And this is a big play, all right? Every possession counts, man. All right, so let's just lock in and stay focused.
Welcome to the family, Shane.
Take a look at the starting lineups, which once again will have Chris Paul for the second straight game with Booker, Bridges, Crowder, and DeAndre Ayton.
All right, we're getting started. We are getting started. Game number 4. Let's
Marcus
go.
Morris and that sore knee back in the starting lineup. Terrence Mann will come off the bench. Another interesting change, Jeff.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised because Mann did such a good job on Chris
Barkley
Paul,
was a beast,
and he gave them a boost
absolutely.
to start that third quarter. But obviously, Ty Lue feels comfortable that Morris is healthy enough to give them
What's
starters.
up, Jamal?
Morris,
Payne
such a
is
huge
back.
part on both ends for this team, Mark.
Absolutely, gives them scoring in the pick and roll, also in isolation.
All right,
Post
Phoenix
up.
get the ball
If I
first.
stumbled on to Terrence Mann, I probably would have stayed the same way, but that's why I'm over here and Ty Lue's over there.
Well, the momentum shifted as Paul gets it to 8 and lays it up and in. Momentum shifted in the series with the Clippers' victory.
All right, here we
They got a whistle
go.
and a foul. Can the Clippers keep that momentum, or do the Suns snatch it back here tonight?
The same thing we talked about in the open, high screen and roll with Ayton. Chris Paul forcing Zubac to come over and help. And Ayton dives
All
to
right,
the
so
cup with
count
the
that
easy
baby
layup
in a
and the
foul.
contact.
DeAndre
was a
Ayton,
solid
and count
swing,
that
too.
free throw. DeAndre
Ayton's got
Ayton
off
with
some
the
excellent
three-point
starts,
play
10 points in
the
that
old-fashioned
first
way.
In game 3, it's the free throw.
All right,
The foul
here's
is on
Paul George
That's
with the
his first.
basketball. Got it to Patrick Beverly.
It's different. Paul George
Beverly with a
this
screen
starting
by
lineup is
Zubac.
against Chris Paul.
I'm sorry, Paul George now got it to
Instead of
Beverly.
resting on one of their forwards.
Here's
Marcus
Marcus
inside
Morris
to
to Zubac with a
Here's
jam.
Zubac, who was just
And it's
terrific in
3
game
to
3, one of the
2.
real
Here's
stars
Chris
for
Paul
the
with the
Clippers.
basketball.
Good play by Morris, forcing the help. Easy drop
Got a
off
screen
pass.
by DeAndre Ayton. Chris
Paul
Paul
finds the room,
shoots,
knocks down
gets the
shot.
deuce.
Well, he's been saying it the
And
last
it's
couple of
5
days,
to
I've gotta be
2.
better. Showed
Here's
some
Paul
rust early in
George
his
with
shooting.
basketball.
Did have a lot of assists, played a lot of minutes, 39.
Paul George gonna
That's
shoot it for
Paul
3. In and out,
This
no
is
good.
this is what
DeAndre
I'm agreeing
Ayton with the
Coach. It wasn't
rebound.
just about the rough
And now
shooting, it
Chris
was the
Paul's
pace.
back
Even
with
in
the
that little
basketball.
half-court set, look at the pace he came off that screen and roll.
What's up,
It
Kenneth?
forces the defense to react.
Well, part of the reason he played so many minutes because the
All right, here is a kick ball by Zubac. Gonna stay with the Phoenix Suns.
Well, like Mark said, just getting into it quicker.
Thunder
finding
Dan
his
was fired
space,
too. Absolutely.
That's his money area right there.
What's up, Kelly Gardner?
Cameron Payne will come off the bench. He was just
All right, here we
sensational,
go.
especially in game 2.
Crowder
But the first two
inbounds,
games with
got it to
Paul out
Ayton.
and that health and safety
DeAndre
protocol.
Ayton to Devin Booker.
Booker.
Over to Chris Paul. Now to Jay
Crowder.
Crowder. Off
Oh,
the
good
iron,
rebound.
no
Zubac.
good. Zubac with the rebound. Paul George gives it now to Reggie Jackson. Shout out to
Jackson,
Sheila.
who has
Welcome
just
to the
been
family.
terrific. Misses the banker. Ball
Shot is no
deflected, picked up
good.
by Paul.
Rebounded by
Suns
Chris
look to run.
Paul. Chris Paul to Devin
Booker.
Booker.
Last second, Booker's layup bounces
And
around and
Devin
drops through.
Booker for 2.
Going to sound like a broken record.
Here's
That's the
Patrick
same
Beverly.
things we've
He's
been
going to
talking
bring it
about.
up the court.
Chris Paul and the
Now
Suns
just
making the
crosses
proper
half court. We have
adjustments early in the
10-10
ball.
left in the
And when you're
first
coming off
quarter.
two rough shooting
It is
nights,
7 to 2.
get yourself a layup.
Here's Paul George.
Booker's got one
Got
in
it to
transition.
Zubac. Zubac gives it to George.
Bridges on
Paul George back to
Zubac.
Zubac.
Zubac's very aggressive.
Zubac no
Misses
good.
Bridges the rebound.
Mikal Bridges with the rebound.
Again,
Got
the
it to
Suns
Chris
push.
Paul.
Another
Back to
nice
Mikal
feed.
Bridges.
Bridges had it knocked
And
out
Bridges
of
got
his
it
hand.
to Jay
Finds his way to
Crowder.
knocks down the three.
4-3. Appreciate that, Rocio. Welcome to the family. And we got a timeout taken LA. It is 10-2 with 9:45 to play. What's going on? KJIN7 says, ain't no stopping us now. Go Suns. Hey, absolutely. What's going on, Noah Seelan? Hopefully I said your last name correctly. Says, what up, Trox? David Jackson is in the building. Says, what up, though, everybody? What's going on, David Jackson? Hey, appreciate that, Giovanni. Welcome to the family. It's 10-2, absolutely, with 9:45 left here in the first quarter. What's up, Richard Rollins? Clippers wear all black or all gray jerseys every game. Aren't their colors blue and red? Yes, it's red, white, and blue, just like the Detroit Pistons. But they're only rocking grays and blacks. What's up, Mikey? Or Mickey? Mickey says, hi, Trox. Mickey from Canada here. Shout out to Canada. What's up, what's up? Following you from New Caledonia, 12 p.m. here. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
It is midnight already, but I appreciate you, KJN7, and shout out to New Caledonia. Appreciate you. That's because the Clippers are ninjas. Hey, ninjas.
Test your might.
Y'all better test your might. Clippers got better. Lucky in these colors. No final since 1970. My brother is going to be mad. He is a Clippers fan. Hey, hashtag Rally the Valley. Got me on my Steve Nash jersey. What's going on? Darren Spear says, let's go Clips. Absolutely. Shout out to the Clippers and shout out to the Phoenix Suns. We got ourselves a good playoffs. Win, lose, or draw, we got a really good playoffs. And I think we're going to have an exciting finals as well, whoever makes it into the finals. Noble Sports says, let's go, Suns. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Hey, I appreciate that, Kenneth. My princess and me, what's going on? Says 4-3. Hey, my princess and me. If you have a Twitter account, add me on Twitter. I'll add you to the moderators chat. Mickey says, Rally the Valley, go Phoenix Suns. Hey, Damian Hernandez upgraded his membership, is now a rookie class. Shout out to Del Green. Welcome to the family.
Here on the court.
All right, here is Patrick Beverly. Got it to Paul George. Got a screen by Reggie Jackson. Paul George is in the paint. Turned around. Jump shot, no good. Zubac could not corral that. Chris Paul, Mikal Bridges, and that's going to be goaltending.
Count the two for Bridges, and all five starters have scored for Phoenix.
Well, think about it. Bridges is having a tough time previous game scoring the basketball. Just by simply running the floor, you create opportunities for
I give the Suns respect because you guys came a very long way. Devin Booker is a monster. Hey, I appreciate that. Absolutely.
Booker again.
Paul George with the basketball. Guarded by Devin Booker. Got it now to Reggie Jackson. Jackson's going to drive. No good. Kick back out to Paul George. No good. And rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Here's Mikal Bridges, Devin Booker, Chris Paul, Jay Crowder. No good. Paul George now with the basketball. Got the rebound.
Crowder guarding George.
Paul George gives it out to Reggie Jackson. Now to Zubac. Back to Reggie.
Jackson
Reggie
lost it
loses
out
the
of bounds.
handle.
And a turnover.
And that's going to be a turnover on Reggie Jackson.
Tough start for
Suns
Clippers
ball
on both
going
sides of
back
the
down
floor.
the court.
Gotta find a way to regroup.
Here's Chris
Get
Paul
back
with
to
the
what they did in the
basketball.
previous game.
There you see 1 for 6 from the field and 2 turnovers already.
But remember, they struggled offensively.
Here's
in the
Chris
first
Paul.
half.
Got a screen by
In game
DeAndre
3.
Ayton. Chris Paul.
Zubac
And
smacks
it's
defensive play,
stolen.
knocks it away. Beverly comes
Ball
up with
knocked
it.
away by Zubac. Here's
Jackson
Beverly to
walks into
Reggie
a three-pointer. In
Jackson.
and out.
No
That's a
good.
look.
Rebounded by
Right now,
DeAndre
just not going
Ayton.
down. They struggled mightily from 3.
The big three's talking it up while they go up the court. Here's Chris
missed
Paul
their
with the
first three
basketball.
here
Got it to Ayton. Ayton on the top of the key. Gives it to Devin Booker. Devin Booker
Contested shot.
shoots
Booker
and
gets it
gets
to
the
go.
deuce.
That was the play. Mark
And it's a
highlighted in the open.
12-point game.
That gut stagger screen.
Here's Patrick
Now we saw
Beverly.
Booker make the great pass to Cam Johnson.
Beverly with the
That time
basketball.
he got the mid-range jumper.
Got it
This
to
is the
Paul
largest
George.
lead of the series by either
Screen by
team so
Zubac.
far
Paul
through the first
George.
3+ games.
For
Make that Phoenix's largest lead, which is
three.
now cut to 9.
9-point game, 14-5. 7.5 to play. Here's DeAndre Ayton. Got it to Devin Booker. Devin Booker had it knocked loose. It's tipped.
By Beverly. He says no way. Shot clock at
We have
5.
7:17 left. 3 on the shot clock.
Booker,
Shoots.
jump shot.
Devin Booker airballs it.
George.
And Paul George with the rebound. Gives it now to Reggie Jackson. Now to Marcus Morris. Marcus is going to
Morris
drive
across the lane, and runners up
and
good.
get the runner for
He
2.
looks better
And it's a
physically
7-point game.
today. No sleeve on his leg.
Chris
A
Paul
little
with the
bit more
basketball.
lift
He's got
on
a
the
double
shot.
screen.
It's
Chris
the left knee
Paul
that's been hurting him.
gets
That's why he came off
Devin
the bench
Booker in
game
motion.
3. Paul finds room.
Chris Paul from the free throw line, no
Rebound goes to
good.
George.
Rebounded by Paul George. Paul George brings it up. Paul George
Finds a
shoots.
little space.
Off the
Paul
iron, no
George to start
good.
5 to start.
Rebounded by Jay Crowder. Here comes Devin Booker.
Booker
Booker, and there's a whistle called.
Shot won't count.
Patrick Beverly
First one
picks
on
up the
Beverly.
personal
Upcoming
foul.
playoff schedule tomorrow on
What's up,
TNT
Sky Pink
Eastern
Blue?
Conference Finals. It's now in
Hey,
Atlanta,
shout
game
out to
3.
Sky
Bucks
Pink
Hammerhawks.
Blue.
That series tied at 1.
What's up, Willie
And Monday,
Armstrong?
We'll be back in Phoenix for Game 5. Tip-off
What's
shortly
going on,
after 9
Boyko?
Eastern from Phoenix Suns Arena.
Here's Devin Booker with the basketball.
Morris now hounding Booker. Booker
Devin
finds a little
Booker
space, fires
shoots.
away, shot misses.
No good. Paul George
rebound poked away by
knocked
Paul,
loose.
but picked up by
Reggie Jackson comes up with it. Reggie Jackson
Jackson
in the
gets
paint.
inside, tied up by Ayton.
Gives it out to Zubac. Here's Patrick Beverly. Got a screen by Zubac.
Beverly back to Zubac.
Zubac now
Good
with it.
two-man game.
Shoots,
Zubac
gets the
flips it up and in
deuce.
for a second field goal.
Zubac
That
for
push shot,
2.
floater,
Chris
whatever you
Paul
wanna
with the
call it.
basketball.
All these
Clippers
big
on a
guys
7-0
need 8
run.
showed it
It's
in the last
14-9.
game. That time Zubac
5:45
with a
left.
beautiful touch.
Here's Chris Paul.
Paul
Chris Paul
gets it
gets
down to
downloaded.
8, stripped
DeAndre
by
Ayton.
Morris.
Knocked
Turns
loose
instead
by
to
Marcus
Ayton. They're knocking it out
Morris.
of bounds. They'll have 6
Got
to shoot.
6 seconds on the shot clock.
Well, Patrick
5:37
Beverly does a
on
good
the
job
first quarter
coming
game
off.
clock.
hitting Zubac and that little 8-foot push shot.
What's going
Big
on?
time.
Crowder's jumper
What's
misses.
going on?
Bridges
King
trying to
says,
keep it
let's
alive.
go
Poked away by Paul.
Clippers.
And a new possession.
There's a new possession. Ayton,
shoots
Devin
over Zubac.
Booker,
High off
and
his shot.
Booker
And Booker
for
already with 6
2.
points.
16-9.
By the Clippers. You gotta
5:20
take care of the
left.
basketball. As hard as they
Paul
work on
George with the
defensive end,
basketball.
Secure the rock.
George.
Paul
to
George
Zubac.
gives it to
Zubac
Zubac.
throws it back out,
Zubac
away.
throws it away. Turnover. Suns basketball going
Showed
back
in
down
last
the
game. Just look at
court.
the elevation of Devin Booker on his jump shot. Zubac is a 7-footer. Jump in the contest. He fades away, which gives him a little bit more space, and then elevates.
I mean, he
over the
hides.
contest of Zubac.
He
And when
hides
you watch his pregame routine,
teardrop
he
that
shoots
boy.
those shots, the fade shot, over and over again.
Devin Booker already
get
has 6
warm.
points, 3 for 5
Terrence
shooting.
Mann checks in for the Clippers. as
Terrence
Beverly
Mann's
sits
in.
down.
Cameron Payne comes
is
in.
for Chris Paul.
And going to Morris Sr. as
Chris Paul
The
and
five-man
Zubac
now.
is out. Cameron Payne with the basketball. Got it to Jay Crowder. Back to Cameron Payne. Got a screen by Ayton.
Game 2, pulls up, quick jumper, rattles around.
Cameron Payne for 2. Welcome back, Cameron.
The best game of his career.
Terrence Mann gives it to Marcus Morris. Marcus Morris, no good. Offensive rebound, hustle by Patrick Beverly. Shots no good by Reggie Jackson. Phoenix ball, got it to Devin Booker. Booker's gonna drive. No good. DeAndre Ayton with the putback. And we got a timeout. Los Angeles.
Somebody on the Suns. Another timeout.
LA takes another timeout. That is already their second. We have 4:28 left, and it's 20-9. 4:28 left here in the first quarter. What's up, Jimbo G? Says hello, everybody. Salute Pistons. Got the first pick. We're going to the playoffs next year. Hey, I hope so. Hey, Jimbo, did you see what Cade Cunningham said to J.J. Redick? Did you see what he said to J.J. Redick? Shout out to Cade Cunningham. What's up? Taylor Sheets says, buy Clippers. I meant going this year. I sure did. Hey, bro, that got me so hyped. That got me so hyped. And that's when you know you have a dog. That's when you know you have a dog. When a veteran like J.J. Redick starts barking, he barks right back. He said, "Hey, I'm gonna see y'all in the playoffs. I'm gonna see y'all in the playoffs." I like Cade Cunningham that much more. Absolutely. Okay, hold on. I'll read what he said. I actually took a screenshot of it. Okay, hold on. Where is it? Okay, so J.J. Redick was like, I'm going to be honest with you. If you are the number 1 pick, are you probably still not playing during the second round of the playoffs? Or are you now probably out now? Cade Cunningham's response was, you crazy for that. We in that playoffs for sure. That's one of the main things. That's a bet. That's a bet. We're going to come back to this next year. Bet. That right there, I was like, let's go. Cade Cunningham is a Detroit Piston. That right there, that's what Detroit's all about. You push us, we're going to push you right back. LA is mad right now. Incognito Mosquito, what's going on? Says 3-1. I like that dog in Cade, absolutely. Legend man. Andrew Lunsford, what's going on? How's it going, brother? Says, hey, Trev, go Suns, brother. Hey, go Suns. Oh, Andrew Lunsford, add me on Twitter, and I could put you into the moderators chat, brother. Pistons need Cade Cunningham, absolutely. Troxel right about that. Detroit Pistons ain't going to play with people. Hey, that's facts. I mean, you stop and think about it. You put Cade Cunningham in that lineup, you got scorers, you got matchup nightmares. I mean, it's going to be hard to guard us. What's up, Macy Robbins? What's up, Dylan Russell? All right, here we go. We are back. Here is Reggie Jackson. Jackson uses the screen by Paul George. Reggie gives it to Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann, not a Paul George. Paul George with the basketball.
I hear that. I'm sick of you, Mike.
Paul George drives off the glass and in. And Paul George cuts that deficit down to 9 with 4 minutes. It's 20-11. Here's Cameron Payne. Gives it to Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder now gives it to Devin Booker. Devin Booker with the basketball. Knocked loose. Stolen by Paul George. And Paul George gets fouled.
And bumps into Booker. And then
there might be a double tech on that.
Again, you can see this happening as the first quarter revolved.
All right, there's a tech.
And a technical foul on Paul George.
Technical fouls on Paul George.
Walk away, and it was going to be fine. Going to take the 2 free throws, but gave that
you
little
can't.
shove.
I mean, if you guy brushes up on you, you just gotta, be like, I'm gonna get you the next play.
That's just a contested
Don't
layup.
say nothing really too crazy.
Booker.
Like, I got you next play, bro. I got you next play.
And he gets a 3-point.
All right, here's Devin Booker. Janae Carpenter. Appreciate that. Welcome to the family.
Especially as
but you can't retaliate. That's an instant technical foul that costs your team a point.
Much. So you can't give away points.
And Booker now 21 for 21 from the line.
All right, here is Paul George going to shoot 2 free throws. That foul was on Devin Booker. And Paul George makes the first free throw. It's 21-12.
Batum will check in for the first time. Batum's minutes have gone down the last couple of games. He had some
plus none of the 4 teams has won a title in at least 50 years. Hey, I appreciate that, Pronto. Pronto, welcome to the family.
What he does for them on both sides of the
All right,
floor.
here is Paul George at the free throw line. His second free throw is good, and it's 21-13. 3:40 left. Here's Cameron Payne with the basketball. Screen by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton gets the ball. Count that foul. He's going to go to the free throw lines to shoot 2. And that foul's going to be on Marcus Morris. That is his first. Fast starter win. What's going on, brother?
Is not nearly the basket creator or protector as Zubac.
And DeAndre Ayton makes the first free throw. Puts the Suns up by 9. DeAndre Ayton has 6 points, 4 rebounds. Makes that 7 points as he connects. And it's a 10-point game, 23-13. 3.5 left here in the first quarter. Here's Patrick Beverly. Got it to Paul George, guarded by Cameron Johnson. Terrence Mann out to Marcus Morris to Batum for 3. Here's Cameron Payne with the basketball. Got it to Jay Crowder. Cameron Payne. And there's a foul on Terrence Mann.
Activity after the whistle. Terrence Mann called for the foul. That's going to be the 14th foul.
Ponto says, what's good, everyone? What's going on? Dylan Russell says 74.
A technical foul on
Atlanta did it in 1976 or 1967.
They're testing the waters. They're trying to, be a
Go
little bit
Buffalo.
more physical to see what the Phoenix Suns are made of. But it's too late for me. Both of these teams are not soft teams. They're talented, tough basketball teams.
That would be a lights out matchup, though.
Away from a victory.
The only technical was against Payne for the retaliation.
It'd be, what do you call it? All right, so that was a technical free throw.
And it's easy to say.
Paul George makes the tag. I believe that tag is going to be on Cameron Payne.
But it truly is a benefit if you're the instigator versus the reactor.
And you see Terrence Mann almost like trying to calm him down there after that shove. And then Payne, Clipper bench engaging in conversation.
All right, here we go. Cameron Payne with the basketball.
Out there right now. Payne to Ayton.
Got it to DeAndre Ayton. Got it blocked. Batum. But that's going to be a goaltend.
All the way down. Another strong first quarter. DeAndre Ayton, 9 points, 4 rebounds. Crowd just saw the replay on the big screen.
But Trae Young versus Devin Booker would be a nice matchup.
Kicks it out, Batum. Terrence Mann.
There's Terrence Mann for 3. And don't look now, but it's a 5-point game with 2.5 left. 25-20. Cameron Payne, no good. Luke Kennard with the rebound. Here's Paul George.
George finds room.
Paul George, no good. Cameron Payne with the rebound.
Really
Devin Booker brings it up.
Under 40%.
Booker, the hesitation.
Devin Booker out to Cameron Payne. Back to Devin Booker. Oh, drive it on him. You got a big man. Drive it.
6 to shoot. Booker drives, pulls back out.
Kicks it out, Cameron Payne.
Now Lines flips it up underhand. Shot won't go.
And
Right there
DeAndre Ayton with the putback.
Small on the floor outside of Zubac. Ayton doing a great job.
DeAndre Ayton, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 3 for 4 shooting. Here's Paul George. Luke Kennard. In and out, no good. DeAndre Ayton with the rebound. Cameron Payne gives it to Devin Booker. Devin Booker, in and out, no good. Paul George with the rebound.
This is the kind of pace that
Nick Batum, back to Paul George. Screen by Batum, did not use it. Paul George guarded by Cameron Johnson. Paul George, step back jumper, no good. Paul George gets it back. Step back three, no good. And Batum saves it. Luke Kennard, no good. And Cameron Johnson with the rebound.
Just not shooting well.
Devin Booker with the basketball.
Playing some good basketball, but he hasn't been efficient.
Devin Booker now guarded by Zubac.
To get over the hump and win a series where he's not
Break his ankle.
Booker left-handed.
Devin Booker left-handed.
4 points for Booker.
Yes, the lay-in. Here's Batum.
Batum drives inside.
Batum no good. Zubac
wrestles it away.
Terrence Mann gets fouled by DeAndre Ayton.
It's only the second team foul against Phoenix.
How many times have we seen Zubac defending Devin Booker in this first quarter one-on-one? That's a tall, tough task. Beautiful little raindrop finger roll over the contested hands. But
hey, I appreciate the 152 in the building. You guys are amazing.
That's a big-time ask.
It's 29-20, 22.9 seconds
He
left.
struggled a bit in game 3, shot 6 of 19.
It's going to be
Struggled in
side
game
out.
4, only had 17 points. And then in games 5 and 6, he erupted at 30 in game
Nick
5.
Batum with the inbound, got it to Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann
Shot clock
got
at
it to Paul George.
George.
Paul George
Fires away.
off the back
Just can't get it
heel.
going from the perimeter.
Luke Kennard.
Shot clock turned
Paul
off. No fouls
George.
to give. Kennard, nice fake.
Luke Kennard.
Luke Kennard misses.
No good.
That
And
was
rebounded by
the
Nader.
first quarter.
Abdel Nader with the rebound to close that first quarter out. And it's 29-20 at the end of one. What's going on, Del Green? All right, let me get this basketball court back up and going. All right, here we go. We are back. What's going on, Paul? Says, good to see you back on the air. I could not find you for the game 3. Yeah, game 3, I had a lot of things going on. I had to pick up my parents from the airport. Hung out a little bit with them. Did not get back in time. I was live yesterday for, what was that, game 2 of the Bucks-Hawks game. And now we're live for game number 4. I'm sorry, game 4 in this series. Shout out to Jason Andrews, says Petty Grimes. Beba T says, hey, bro, what's going on? I want Chris Paul to win so bad. Phoenix Suns, let's go D-Book. Be legendary, bro. Absolutely. Stephen David, what's going on? Says, hey, Trox, Suns are happening. Yeah. In the building with a thumbs up. Hey, I appreciate that, Stephen David. Suns versus Hawks. Red P, what's going on? Says, yo, let's go. I ruptured my Achilles. Uh-oh. That's a hard injury. But prayers up, Noah. Dylan Russell says Lopez is underrated and better than Bobby Portis. Yeah, but I don't know what's been going on with Brook Lopez. He hasn't been rebounding. Like, he'll have 1 or 2 on the game. He got to be more aggressive on them rebounds. Hawks ain't winning that series. It would be a fun series, though. I mean, technically right now it's still in favor of the Hawks. Hawks do have home court advantage. You know, if the Bucks can, game 3, pick up the victory and steal home court advantage back and regain home court, then it goes, yeah, absolutely. Then it goes back to the Bucks being favorite. Ben Simmons to the Suns. Nah, we don't need Ben Simmons. Hey, appreciate that, Rolando. Welcome to the family. I agree. We all saw that massacre last night. Absolutely. It was tough to stream that game. You know, with blowouts, it's just like, okay, it's a blowout. LeBron should go to the Clippers, says Jay Miller. Trash is better than Ben, to be honest.
I'm Rachel Nichols here with Coach
All right,
Monty
here we
Williams.
go.
Monty, you told your team you wanted them to pick up the pace.
Yeah.
They did
Terrence
that,
Mann
and
gonna
then
bring
some.
it
How
up.
are you feeling about the first quarter?
As
Well,
Monty
I like the
Williams
pace,
talking.
get the ball down the floor. I like it when we attack quickly, especially in secondary
Got it to
options on the
Reggie
backside.
Jackson.
The one thing we have to take care of is offensive rebounding. They're getting
Zubac.
too many possessions. Beverly's coming from the other side of the court.
Luke Kennard.
Getting tip outs. We've got to take care of that.
What did you work on in the
Count
past
that
24,
baby
36
and a
hours in terms of
foul.
getting Devin Booker more
Luke
comfortable with
Kennard.
playing that mask and getting him in the position to score the way he has?
We're just trying to play faster. I think when we hold the ball, they load to the
What's
ball.
going on?
really
Go
well.
blue,
They
go
have
blue.
athletes. They're long and athletic. If we can play quicker, especially on the second side.
Probably about a year or 2 away.
Thank you so much, Monty. Appreciate it. Back to you, Mike.
All right, Rachel Kennard, nice bucket. And he got fouled by Chris Paul, his first. Meanwhile, Abdel Nader cleared to play.
And he misses the and one free throw.
3 months, had right knee surgery back in April. Missed the final 31
All right, here
games
is
of the regular season,
Saric.
and obviously
Got it
the
to
playoffs
Nader.
so far.
Nader.
Abdel Nader gets inside.
Reverse lay-in, no
They
good.
liked him off
Rebounded
the
by
bench. Good athlete. He's
Batum.
got some
Here
playoff
comes
experience
Luke
in previous
Kennard.
places that he's
Luke
played.
Kennard.
Came over in the Chris Paul trade.
Got it out to
playing
Reggie
ahead of
Jackson.
Reggie Jackson
And
lost it.
Zubac
Picked up by Zubac.
got it to
Batum.
Kennard.
Man.
Batum to now Terrence
gets
Mann.
inside. Off
Terrence
balance
Mann,
shot,
no
misses.
good. Rebounded by Chris
Pushing and
Paul.
shoving down low.
And playing Paul and Cam Payne together. So you're seeing different
Sarge with the
rotations
screen.
here.
Sarge gets it. Sarge's
Sarge
going
puts
to
it on the
drive.
floor,
Kicks
out,
it
deflected
out,
last
looking for
touch by
Nader.
Batum.
Turnover. Oh no!
We'll take it out.
Last touch by the Clippers.
They like
Retained
Nader,
by the
but a little bit of a
Suns.
surprise again. He
But they
just
got 10
cleared.
seconds on the
Here's
shot clock.
the Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals. Talk about
Abdel Nader,
having the
6'5",
trust of your coach.
27 years old out of Iowa
The only
State.
concern is how he is physically. The trust in his game has already been there.
Sarge
because
got
of
his
the success
Cameron
he's had
Payne.
during
Cameron
the year.
Payne. He's
Cameron
going to
Payne,
drive.
Shake and bake, floats it high. Way off. Rebound.
High
Zubac.
floater, no good.
6
Rebounded by
rebounds already
Zubac.
for
Got it to
Zubac.
Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard with the basketball. He's going to
Kennard is very
drive.
aggressive,
Kicks it out to
looking for a shot.
Batum.
Batum is open.
Batum, no
Comes right
good.
back to
Got
him.
his own miss. Terrence Mann. And got a foul
Nader
by
commits the
Nader.
How about the three-point shooting? You look at the attempts, 16 of the 28 field goals
You can't let a
by the
three-point
Clippers are
shot
threes.
get
Only
their own
4 of
miss.
26 field
Got to
goals
box out.
by the Suns are threes.
Here's Zubac. Zubac got it
And if you
to
look
Reggie
at both of
Jackson.
these threes,
Jackson
As Jackson
with
hit
the
nice runner.
circus
They're
shot.
good-looking shots.
Got the
But the
deuce.
volatility
It's
of
a
the three,
5-point game.
particularly in the playoffs.
Chris Paul, there's a
Paul
foul.
is out. It's
Looks like it's going to be on Terrence Mann.
16 good ones, and you might not shoot it well that night. And that's why it's playoff analytics are different than regular season analytics.
And you always
What's
talk
going
about
on,
the value of the
Orinoco?
mid-range jump shot.
You better have somebody or people like both
There's
these teams
Chris
do
Paul.
to bail you out
Rattles,
of
no
tough
good.
spots.
Put back by
Cam
the best
Johnson.
pure
Cam
shooter
Johnson in charge with there. They give it to Cam
in
Johnson.
2
His
years
man
ago's draft.
drives inside.
Cameron Johnson.
Wild pass out to Jackson.
Reggie Jackson got it to
Man against Nader.
Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann back to Reggie
Nader
Jackson. Got a
Talk about
screen
your
by
adrenaline
Batum.
flowing.
Here's a
Haven't played in 3
switch.
months.
Cameron Johnson
Jackson
on
steps
Reggie
back.
Jackson. And Reggie Jackson with a step back
He's a very good
jumper.
basketball player. And
Got
the way
it
he
for
played, he made
two.
himself a lot of money.
Aim for Sharge. Sharge giving plenty
Saric
of room for Zubac. He can hit that shot.
for three.
That's a luxury you have when you go small.
Dario
Give up some size,
Saric.
but his ability to stretch you out to that three-point line.
34-26. 9:20.
Zubac's calling
Here in the
for it.
first
Nader
half.
deflects it out of bounds.
And
They say last
it's a
touch by Kennard.
turnover.
That's what you're talking about, the
Nader.
nerves, I don't
Let's
think he has
go.
nerves because his job is to
Chris Paul
hit
with the
spot-up
basketball.
shots, defend, and give energy. That's
Step
an
back
easy part.
jumper.
I'm not
No
saying it's nerves, I'm
good.
saying
Rebounded
his
by
heart is pounding.
Batum. Got it to Luke Kennard.
He's been impressive
Luke Kennard with
defensively
basketball.
in this little spurt right here to start the second. Very active.
And we got a whistle on
Picks up the
Nader.
personal. Nader, 27 years old, played his college
All right,
ball
Marcus
at
Morris coming
Iowa
in for
State, a second-round
Zubac.
pick back in 2016.
Bridges coming in
Played
for
some
Nader.
playoff games for Boston and for Oklahoma
And Devin
City.
Booker
Born
coming in
Egypt,
for
moved to the
Cameron
United States
Payne.
when he was 3 years old. Went to high school in
What's up,
Illinois.
Jason?
Started his pro career
Been a
in
while
the
since
G
I've
League.
been on. What's up,
Was an
Trox?
all-star
Hey,
rookie of the year
appreciate
in the
that,
G
brother.
League, and that was one of the things that helped him get onto an
All right,
NBA
here
roster.
is Reggie Jackson. Got it to Marcus
Shot
Morris.
clock at 7.
Got it back to Reggie Jackson. 5 seconds. Reggie
Jackson
drives,
out.
kicks it
Morris.
back out
Morris
to
steps into
Marcus
three-pointers.
Morris.
Another miss from
Off the
downtown.
back
Jackson
heel.
the rebound.
And Cameron
3 for
Johnson
17 again. That's
with the
what they were in
rebound.
the first
Chris
half in
Paul
game
back
3,
to Devin
but
Booker.
turned that statistic around in the second half.
I like
Devin
this play.
Booker with the
Devin Booker,
basketball.
Get everybody out of my way and let me attack and make a play.
Booker drives on Kennard, stops.
Devin Booker.
Stop. Nope, they call it
And
travel.
that's a travel.
Just the third
Clippers
turnover
ball
for Phoenix.
going back
Booker
down
looking over
the
at Zach
court.
Zarber, wearing that mask from the broken nose suffered in
Bucks
game 2.
proved a lot against the Nets. I was watching a bunch of 13-year-old girls for Gracie's birthday party.
That's not like calling it
Hey,
travel.
shout out to Gracie.
There are about 16 or 17,000 referees here in the building.
One sitting at the table with us, Mike.
There's Reggie Jackson. Got it to Marcus Morris. Marcus Morris gives it to Terrence Mann. Mann with basketball.
Terrence Mann. Now the switch with
Guarded by
Sarge.
Dario Saric. Terrence
goes
Mann
inside.
gives it out to
Batum, that spot
Batum.
again.
Batum no
Sarge
good.
the rebound.
Sarge with the rebound.
It has been an
Devin
abysmal
Booker
smart
gives it to
start
Chris
from
Paul.
three-point land for the Clippers.
Mikal Bridges. Now to Dario Saric.
Sarge has the height advantage, kicks it out. Extra
Chris
pass,
Paul
Cam Johnson,
to
three-point,
Cameron
missed it.
Johnson.
Fight for the rebound.
No good. Terrence Mann lose
Bridges
ball.
took it away, and they say,
And that's going to be Suns ball.
Terrence Mann.
Last touch by Terrence Mann.
Paul George comes back in. And Aaron Mann knocking it off of Bridges.
Well, there you go back to that.
Yeah.
If we could review that, but we in the NBA consider the first 46 minutes out of bounds plays meaningless, but those last two, those are worth reviewing.
Pass inside.
All right,
Cam
Bridges
Johnson's
got
got
to
another
Cameron
opportunity.
Johnson.
This time
And
knocks it
Cameron
down.
Johnson
Cam Johnson has
for
had a terrific series, double
three.
figures in the first 3 games, shooting the ball well. Morris for
Marcus
three.
Morris,
Another
no
miss from
good.
downtown,
Rebounded
and
by
3 from
Bridges.
19.
Chris Paul with the basketball.
Like if you went through the 19, you would say all
Chris
19
Paul,
are good.
alley-oop, DeAndre Ayton. And timeout taken LA.
Right now.
Do have to mute it for copyrighted music. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio so you don't miss a single play. Spoiler, current Suns versus Clippers score is, it is 39-26, 7:21 left in the first quarter, or I'm sorry, in the second quarter. Trox, why are the Suns wearing a black band? Who passed? They've been wearing that for quite some time. I mean, they always really wear the black band right here. Dylan Russell says my Bucks are a toenail in the playoffs for Go Bucks. You have to give the Bucks credit when the shooting is on. It's on. And I'm a Bulls fan saying that. Absolutely. Hey, I'm a Detroit Pistons fan. You know, when the Bucks are shooting the way that they shot last night, you're not beating the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, they were everybody was getting some. What's up, Plug for Days? But yeah, I mean, yeah, the Milwaukee Bucks are hard to beat when their shots going. You know, everybody was getting buckets yesterday. But one thing I do like about Trae Young, he took responsibility for that. He was like, you know what? Losing by 34, that was my fault. I take full responsibility for that. And being the best player on that squad, you know, taking the responsibility and shouldering that load, you know, and that loss, you know, that tells you a lot about his leadership. What's going on? Robert Hopkins says, I think the black band is for David Stern, maybe. Need to have a t-shirt that says 4-3. Hey, that's in the works, Stephen David. That is definitely in the works. Bucks can score with the best of them, but it's their defense and the PJ Tucker grab. You know, a lot of people give PJ Tucker a bad name because they think that he's dirty and things like that. I mean, hey, come on now. You know, you kind of need those, you know, those gritty guys, as I like to call them. I don't call them dirty. I call them gritty guys. You know, the Spurs had those guys and Bruce Bowen and guys like that. Lakers had guys, you know, heck, one of the best ones that really makes a name for it is Patrick Beverley from the Clippers. You know, he's one of those gritty guys. You know, get in your face. You know, 48 minutes. I don't care what you say. I don't care how many fouls I got. I'm in your face. You know, you need those guys.
Tonight, his team is 3 for 19.
All right, here we go.
They've missed their last 10 from downtown and trail by 13.
Here's Paul George with basketball. Guarded by Mikal Bridges. Got it to Reggie Jackson, now to Marcus Morris. Marcus Morris
shooting 30% to 48% by Phoenix in some ways.
Got it to Paul George.
Only down 13 with the big shooting.
It's Paul versus Paul.
George against Paul. Kicks it out to Beverly. Shot clock.
Here's
at 4.
Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly off the glass. No good. Got his own miss. Here's Marcus Morris. Here's his man.
Just over 5 minutes gone by here in the second.
7 seconds left on the shot clock. 4 seconds. Paul George, and that's an offensive foul.
And that's going to be
can't push somebody in their face.
Underrated strength of Chris Paul. Stays in front of Paul George, clearly uses the arm. He creates some airspace and gets caught with the offensive foul. The right call.
Oh, it was like right here, but he extended his arm. I thought he got him in the face. I was like, wait, you can't do that. All right, here's Chris Paul with the basketball. He's going to walk it up the court.
Our officials here tonight, Kenny Maurer.
Got a screen by DeAndre Ayton. Chris Paul Got it to Devin Booker.
Gets a
Devin
good look.
Booker, no good.
Go down.
Rebounded by Reggie Jackson.
9 points. Much better start, certainly, than in game
Reggie
3.
Jackson with the basketball.
Reggie Jackson blocked
Got it blocked
Ayton.
by Ayton. And last
They'll go
touch
down the other
by
way.
the
Terrific
Clippers.
defensive play from Ayton.
And here comes Chris Paul with the basketball.
Ayton sets the screen.
Here's another screen by DeAndre Ayton.
Ball
Chris
in the
Paul
paint. Throws it up for Ayton.
got it
Guarded
to
by
Ayton.
Jackson.
Ayton
out
back to Chris Paul. 7 seconds on the shot clock.
5 on the
Appreciate that,
24.
Henry.
Paul
Welcome to
step
the
back.
family.
That's a 2-pointer.
Chris Paul.
In and out.
No
He's up.
good. Zubac with the rebound. Reggie Jackson got it to Paul
time
George,
foul
and that's
on
going to
Paul.
be a Chris Paul
That's gonna be
foul.
his second personal. Well,
Cameron
during
Payne enters the
every
game
conference
for
finals game,
Chris
your chance to
Paul,
win an
Jay
exclusive
Crowder
NBA
for
All-Star
Cameron
tournament
Johnson.
to experience. Text tonight's code NET to 55678 or enter at nba.com/win. And watch Game 5 Monday at 9
Charles,
p.m.
would you
on
like
ESPN.
to make
Another
the call
chance.
for you until the
We gotta
next
find a
game
way to
starts?
get some
What you mean,
offense
brother?
Flowing. 26 points
Here's Reggie Jackson.
halfway through the second quarter is not going to cut it.
26
Reggie,
points
step
in
back
18
jumper.
minutes. Jackson short.
Off the front
Ayton
iron, no
another
good.
rebound.
Rebounded by Ayton.
13
Here
points,
comes
7
Cameron
rebounds,
Payne.
and a
Cameron
block for
Payne
DeAndre Ayton.
just crossed his half court at the Staples Center logo. Here's Cameron Payne,
Cameron Payne.
top of the key.
Keeps his dribble alive. Now kicks it out.
Gives it
Crowder.
to Jay
Long
Crowder.
three-pointer, way off.
No good, airballs it,
That's a
nothing
bad
but
offensive
glass.
trip for the Phoenix Suns.
Here's Paul George
George to Morris.
to Marcus
off the
Morris.
bounce, goes
Marcus
inside.
Morris.
Blocked by Ayton.
Got
another
it,
piece
blocked
of it.
by
And the
DeAndre
rebound.
Ayton. Here's Devin Booker.
Beverly harassing
Got a screen
Booker.
by Ayton.
Booker.
Devin
drives
Booker.
inside, layup, and an offensive
And they're going to
foul
call an
on
offensive
Booker.
foul
That's his second
on
personal.
Devin Booker.
Beverly loving it.
Oh my God.
Like I said, you got to have a Patrick Beverly. Beverly got that charge. He took the charge.
That's a good job of selling it by Patrick Beverly.
Well, Booker was even giving credit. He said, hey, Beverly, he's denying the ball. He's limiting my touches. Of course, he broke his nose, too, and that was not deliberate. And Monty Williams was also complimenting Patrick Beverly.
All right, here's
this season.
Patrick Beverly with
put
the
on a
basketball.
clinic in Game 3.
Got it to Zubac. Zubac
Clippers haven't
back to
scored now in
Beverly.
5 minutes.
Screen by Zubac. Beverly
kicks it
out to Morris. Marcus
nice
Morris.
fake. Contested
Shot. No good.
Rebound taken
Rebounded by Devin Booker.
Booker's an excellent rebounding guard.
And the
What's up,
Suns
Anthony Mays?
are an excellent defensive team.
Leans in,
Devin
shot is
Booker
good. Line drive
and
for
gets
Booker.
it for
He's in double
two.
figures, 10 straight points now.
41-26.
And that's the move that Monty Williams was talking about. Get Patrick Beverly on your back and keep him there.
All right,
Elevate,
here
eliminate
is
his
Paul
ability to
George. Paul George in the
nearly
paint,
throws
kicks
it
it out
away.
to Terrence
Spins
Mann.
the lane.
Terrence Mann,
Turnaround
turnaround
shot
jump
is up.
shot.
That misses.
No
Fight
good.
for the rebound.
And DeAndre Ayton with the rebound. Cameron Payne with the basketball.
What an offensive
Got it over to
drought
Jay
right now by the
Crowder.
Clippers.
Now to
Great
DeAndre
defense by
Ayton.
Phoenix.
Ayton shoots,
Comes
no
up
good.
short.
Offensive rebound
Crowder,
by
the
Jay
offensive
Crowder. Crowder
Crowder
shoots. No good. Rebounded by Zubac.
LA 26%.
Paul George
from the
brings
field.
it up.
They have not scored now in 6 minutes. George struggling with his dribble.
Paul George
Knocks
shoots
that
and gets
big
the
as next one
deuce.
goes in.
But that is a
41-28.
microcosm.
3:34 left here in the first half.
The entire team.
Paul George has 10 points.
But
3
the
for
ball's
11
gonna have
shooting,
to
1
move
for 7
because
from the 3.
This is a very
Devin Booker got it to
physical,
Mikal
intense
Bridges.
shooting
Now to
team.
DeAndre Ayton.
6 minutes
Got
and
it to
8
Cameron
seconds
Payne.
without a
Cameron
point. Cameron
Payne.
Long
For
distance. Nails the
3.
5 points off the bench. And
44
largest lead of the
to
first half for the
28.
Suns.
3:05 to play in the first half. Paul
drives.
George, and that's going to
Foul
be
by Crowder.
a
George
foul
will
by
go to the line.
Crowder.
Crowder picking up his first.
Phoenix Suns.
Campaign back is a welcome sight. Defended by man. Doesn't close the airspace. I call that Mr. T.
Good, I'd rather see the Clippers versus Bucks series. The Suns have better
That's
shooting.
an awful impression of Mr.
Noah
T.
James with the $4.99 super
But
chat.
I'll tell you what,
Trox is so good at commentating, he doesn't even change his voice or get upset when the other team is winning over his team. Oh, absolutely.
Think about it, as George misses the first
All right,
free throw.
misses the first free
He played
throw.
4
Paul
minutes.
George.
So injured he couldn't come back in game 3. To be able to,
I will get on my team,
24
though.
hours, 36 hours, be able to make it back.
I got on
Terrific
Pittsburgh
news for the
Steelers
Suns.
pretty doggone hard.
Left ankle.
I told
Chris Paul.
Mike Tomlin,
Paul
you're
just
next
one of 5
in
from
my
the field,
best
4 assists, 3 rebounds,
Bill
but don't you
Goldberg
guys think he looks
voice.
so much better?
Well, to me, it's
Paul George
I don't
splits
think
the
it had
pair,
anything to do with
$44.29.
making a missing
Appreciate
shot
that.
in the
Noah
last game.
James,
He's just playing with a much
$1.99
more
says
fluid pace.
he shows
And it's
no
made a
favoritism is
difference
what
offensively
it
for
meant
the
to
Suns.
say. Absolutely.
Booker throws it up.
Devin
for 8.
Booker,
Nearly
no
tipped
good
it
on
over
the
Zubac.
alley-oop, but there's a whistle.
Foul ball. That's on Booker. That's going to be 3.
All right, we got a timeout, Phoenix Suns. And that's going to be the 3rd foul on Devin Booker.
Oh my God.
And this is for Noah James, $4.99 and $1.99 super chats. Appreciate that, Noah James. Steelers quarterback is washed up. I mean, I wouldn't say he's washed up. I would say he's getting up there in age. You know, he's on the tail end of his career. He got about, this year, maybe next year. But he's getting there at the end of his career. You know, if the Steelers can, kind of do what the Detroit Lions are going to probably do this year, and that's focus on the run game, that's going to help, give the longevity for Ben Roethlisberger. Trox, of course, you got to get to that 700. Hey, I appreciate that, Noah. He's not going to be able to complete a season moving forward. Oh, he'll do that. Noble Sports says, let's go Phoenix Suns. I keep saying Noah James is on a mission to buy Trox a Ferrari. Mikey says the Niners did get help this offseason. Hey, absolutely. Hey, you know what the biggest thing about the San Francisco 49ers? Their biggest help that they got this offseason was getting their guys healthy. That sick, nasty defense is going to be on the prowl, causing havoc. Oh, my God. Thank God my Phoenix Sun or my Arizona Cardinals went and got J.J. Watt, because that would have been a nightmare. Bathroom Ben is about done. Really, Bathroom Ben?
Oh my God. Got him.
Robert, you could get that one, brother. The Browns are going to walk all over the Steelers this year. Oh, yeah. I mean, I got probably the Browns going to probably win the division. If the Browns don't, they'll get number 2, and the Ravens will get number 1. It's going to be a dogfight between the Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Nobody's talking about the Cleveland Browns, and that's the scary part. Steelers got my favorite horse, Najee Harris. $3.99 super chat. Noah James says, how close are we now? Hey, we are getting closer and closer, brother.
CP, of course, had that.
All right, here we go. We are back.
COVID protocols. And Chris told me his only basketball activity during that time was getting up just a few shots on the hoop at his house. But Chris showed up for practice yesterday and told the athletic trainers he felt that kind of good sore, that you get after a hard workout. And that's
All
when
right,
Monty
Terrence Mann's
decided,
going to be
you know
at the
what?
free throw
Those
line.
39 minutes were actually a good thing. He told me it was kind of like that good sore he would feel after those
And
2
Terrence Mann gets the
3-hour
first free
practices
throw,
that Jeff, you and
44 to
Pat Riley used
30.
to put him through during his rookie year with the Knicks. So he said he made it through that. He knew Chris would be okay.
Everybody
tonight.
talking about the Rams.
Well, Monty Williams.
I'm
has
so
some
sick of the Rams. The
horror
Rams can go to
memories of you
Hades.
as an assistant coach.
Oh,
And
right.
burn,
Day
baby,
in and
burn.
day out.
Oh.
Terrence
The
Mann
best
got the
Monty
second
Williams,
free throw.
Charlie Ward thing I saw
Appreciate
was
the
their rookie
99-cent
year.
super
It
chat.
would be outlawed, and Pat Riley would be banned.
Chris
for
Paul
life.
with the basketball. Got it
He
to
made him
Cameron
run the
Payne.
gauntlet
To Jay Crowder.
between
Back
all
to
of our
Payne.
veterans, and they could
Payne gives it to
hit, push,
Ayton.
shove,
Ayton gives
and
it
he
to
went through
Bridges.
there, and he
Everybody
got
touched the
knocked around,
basketball.
and I felt bad for him.
Ayton for
It's that
2.
turnaround. But the funny part, Charlie Ward went through his
Hey,
football
Matthew
background,
Stafford has to
high-stepping,
win a
and
playoff
he
game
barely even
first.
moved.
Before you
Greatest
say
football players
Super
of
Bowl,
all time.
he has to win a
Football
playoff
players of
game
all time.
first.
Monty Williams, he talks about how much
I'm
he
just
learned
saying.
from you and from Pat Riley and his Knick teammates back in those days after coming
Terrence
out of Notre
Mann
Dame.
got it to
Now he's one of the
Zubac.
bright young coaching minds
Got
in
it
the game.
to Reggie
misfires,
Jackson.
another
No
missed three.
good.
A rebound
And what
for
a man's
Bridges.
That
rebound,
last possession
Mikal
for the Clippers, they went
Bridges.
zone. They got out of man-to-man, and Andre did a great job of catching the basketball and being aggressive on the post.
There's under 2 minutes to go in
I
the
got
first half, and
the
Clippers have
Saints
31
right about
points.
500. Here's Cameron Payne with the
Payne
basketball.
launches another long three. Long
Off the
rebound
back
to
heel,
Zubac.
no good.
Ball upset.
Zubac with the
Yeah,
rebound.
Zubac's defending
Paul
him,
George
wanted the
brings it
basketball
up.
back.
And I wonder if in the second half,
Paul
Rondo
George
had not played here
got it to
in the
Zubac.
first half.
Zubac with a
To
jam.
try to give them some more energy.
And it's a
up the floor
13-point game.
offensively,
46
instead
to
of being
33.
where the ball's in Paul
A
George's
minute
hands
and 20 seconds
as a
left.
pseudo point guard.
And we see
Got
that zone
less
again
than
on this
80
possession.
seconds. Here's Chris
Paul
Paul.
shoots over
Free
Zubac.
throw line
Knocks down
extended
his second
and
field
gets
goal.
it for 2.
Fewest points the Clippers have ever had in a playoff game.
Patrick
is
Beverly.
33, so
Got it
tie
to
that with a
Reggie
minute to go
Jackson.
here in the second.
Back to Beverly. Got it to Paul George. Paul George
Zubac couldn't
missed
quite
the
grab it.
alley-oop.
Ayton has it.
Rebounded by Ayton.
I like
Paul,
settle down,
Chris
get a
Paul with the
quality look. If I'm Chris
basketball.
Paul, I go right back to the high screen and roll.
Just crosses
Get
half
Zubac
court.
off.
Devin Booker has 11 points. DeAndre Ayton has 15 points. Here's Chris Paul. Got a screen by Ayton. Chris Paul was looking for Ayton. Terrence Mann with the steal. Terrence Mann gives it to Beverly. Beverly's going to drive. Kicks it out to Reggie Jackson. Wide open for 3.
Nice penetration by Beverly. And it started, though, Mike,
And
with
it's
a good
48
push
to
up the
36.
floor. So they're not playing against a set defense.
Again, with this horrific shooting by the Clippers.
All right, here's
they're
Chris
only
Paul
down
with the
by
basketball.
12.
10 seconds on the game clock. 6 seconds on the shot clock.
Paul looking, finds
Here's Mikal Bridges
Beautiful
off the
move.
glass and
Gorgeous
in.
feed from Chris Paul.
And Phoenix makes it
Final
50 to 36
Jackson hesitates,
at the
throws it up.
buzzer.
Back of the
Reggie
rim.
Jackson, no
Won't go.
good. All right, we are at halftime. 50 to 36. What's going on, Tyler? What's going on, Kobe and Jazz? Orinico says Hippo versus Rhino. There is no way anyone holds Clippers to 72 points in a game. They will come out on fire. But I am going to take a quick halftime break. As soon as we come back, I will be in the chat. So I'll be in the chat. I'll take a quick halftime break. As soon as we get back, I'll bring in the halftime stats, and we'll get ready for the start of the third quarter. With that being said, enjoy some music by my brother-in-law.
This a LP.
This a LP.
And that is for Noah James with the 99 and the, what was that last one? The $2.99 super chat. Appreciate that, brother. And let's bring up the halftime stats. So your halftime stats. So for the Phoenix Suns, Jay Crowder has 3 points, 1 foul, 2 rebounds, 1 foul, and 3 points. Mikal Bridges, 4 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. DeAndre Ayton, 15 points, 1 foul, 2 block shots, 1 steal, 2 assists, 9 rebounds. He is a rebound shy of a double-double. Chris Paul, 4 points, 2 fouls, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Devin Booker, 11 points, 3 fouls, 3 turnovers, 1 rebound. Appreciate that, Law. Welcome to the family. Off the bench, Dario Saric, 3 points. 3 points, 1 rebound. Nader, first game back from his injury, 0 points, 2 fouls, 2 rebounds. Cameron Johnson, 5 points, 3 rebounds. Cameron Payne has 5 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Hold on a second. All right. For the Clippers, Marcus Morris, 2 points, 1 foul, 2 block shots, 2 assists. Zubac, 6 points, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 assist, 9 rebounds. He's one rebound and 4 points away from a double-double. Patrick Beverly, 0 points, 1 foul, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. Reggie Jackson, 7 points, 2 turnovers, 2 rebounds. Paul George, 11 points, 2 fouls, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 assist, 5 rebounds. Nicholas Batum off the bench, 3 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. Terrence Mann, 5 points, 2 fouls, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 rebounds. Luke Kennard, 2 points, 1 rebound. And your team stats, Phoenix Suns shooting 21 for 45 for 46.7% from the field, 4 for 11 for 36.4% from the 3, and 4 for 4 for 100% from the free throw line. They have 5 offensive rebounds, 22 defensive rebounds, 27 total rebounds, 12 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 5 turnovers, 9 fouls, and 50 points. And for the Clippers, 13 for 44, 29.5% from the field, 4 for 22 for 18.2% from the three-point line, and 6 for 8 for 75% from the free throw line. They have 8 offensive rebounds, 17 defensive rebounds, 25 total rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks, 7 turnovers, 6 fouls for 36 points. I would say Clippers got to shoot better and take care of the basketball. They do that, they can come back into this one. But they're only -2 for rebounds. But that does it for your halftime stats. Remember the Titans, what a difference a day makes. What's up, Aiden? Dominic Pope says, go Suns, go. I remember when they lost in the Super Bowl. Well, you could be a fan of several teams. I've always lived in Kansas or Missouri. But I am a Bulls fan because my mom's side is from Chicago. My grandpa's uncles, cousins, etc. were Bull fans. Got 195 people in here. Smash those likes. Hey, I appreciate that, Dominic Pope. Hopefully we can hit at least 100. But what's going on, Donald? What's going on? Is a movie Lyrical TV says Suns number 5. Let's go. Sweep these clowns. We are 13 more likes to 100. Mississippi close to Memphis, but I'm not a Titans fan. Yes, that is my Twitter account at 30 Troxel 87. If you have a Twitter, definitely follow me. I'll follow you back. And moderators, follow me. Let me know who you are. Put your YouTube name, and I will put you into the moderators chat. What's going on? Justin Walbeck says, not liking until I see some gameplay. There is no gameplay. This is play-by-play, and I bring the game audio. Hashtag clips, second half, comeback, says Robert Hopkins. Mickey says, hashtag we got this third quarter. All right, while we are waiting, let me bring in the court. Jeez Louise. All right, there we go. I could take that off. Let me unpin this comment because we are coming back. All right, here we go. What's going on, Jason? Says PA shout out, non-JN from Jason Rampas.
Have to get the details better. In particular, he
Salamat,
honed in
bro.
on Zubats, told him,
Hey, appreciate that, Jason. Shout out to Noah James, $1.99 super chat. Trox are the Suns a first half or second half team. They're both. Here's Paul George, no good, rebounded by Mikal Bridges. Here's Chris Paul with the basketball.
Guys for playing with edge, being aggressive, and really putting focus on guarding the ball. He told them it starts with defense, and then we can get.
All right, here is Devin Booker. Devin Booker got it.
Thank you, Rachel.
Gets
Beverly
fouled, goes to the
fouls
free throw line to
Booker
shoot
from
two.
behind. Well, the third quarter turned the game around in game 3, including improved three-point shooting from the Clippers. We'll see what happens here in this third quarter. And Booker is going to head to the free throw line. 11 points in that first half for Booker.
All right, 50-36. Appreciate that, Jimmy. Welcome to the family.
They outscored them 34-21. Second half at 9 of 17.
Here's Devin Booker, makes the first free throw, makes it 51-36. 11 and a half to play here in the third quarter.
Paul was his first game back, and Devin Booker was his first game.
Phoenix has 6 timeouts,
as
4 timeouts for the Clippers. And Devin Booker makes both free throws, 52-36. Here's Reggie Jackson. Devin Booker has 13 points and 3 fouls, 5 for 10 shooting. Here's Reggie Jackson with the basketball. Got it to Zubac. Zubac.
Did you ever play with a mask?
Got it to Paul George to Zubac. And Zubac with a jam.
And Zubac's 8 points, 9 rebounds.
We got 11 minutes to play. Zubac has 8 points and 9 rebounds. He's a basket and a rebound away from a double-double. Here's Devin Booker. Got it from Chris Paul. Devin Booker with the basketball. Step back three off the front iron. No good. DeAndre Ayton. And loses it out of bounds. Clippers ball going back down the court.
Reggie Jackson just 3.
Here's Reggie Jackson with the basketball. Guarded by Devin Booker. And Reggie Jackson with the reverse.
An attacking Booker.
It's 52-40, a 12-point game. Here's Chris Paul with the basketball.
Chris Paul looking for the mismatch. Ayton's being guarded by Jackson, who pokes it away in a steal.
And there's a steal. Here's Paul George. Paul George.
On the follow.
Let me see if they count that. There's a foul. Foul's going to be on
Gets the turnover off the good defense.
Jay Crowder.
George gets fouled, going to the line for 2. Not able to finish the hoop.
All right, going to the free throw line to shoot 2. Paul George. He has 11 points, 3 for 12 shooting, 4 for 5 from the free throw line, and 5 rebounds in tonight's game. And Paul George makes the first free throw. Give him 12 points.
A little life offensively. Reggie Jackson gets the matchup he likes. The fouls on Booker. He's aggressive, and then Paul George. Drive and drop off the Zubac.
All right, here we go. Paul George with the second free throw attempt, and it is good. And it's 52-42, a 10-point game. 10-15 left here in the third quarter. Chris Paul with the basketball. Got it to Devin Booker, now to Jay Crowder. Back to Chris Paul with the basketball. Screen by Ayton. Chris Paul shoots. It gets it for 2.
And to me, Chris Paul's got to be more aggressive. He's getting the looks that he wants.
12-point game, 54-42.
Whether on his back or whether he gets the one-on-one against Zubac.
Beverly gives it to Zubac, now to Paul George. Paul George guarded by Devin Booker.
As Jeff mentioned, with those
Zubac
three
comes
fouls,
up, gives it
Beverly in
to
the corner.
Patrick Beverly.
Beverly on the drive,
And
gets it
Beverly
inside,
with
banks
it for
home.
2.
First field
Off the
goal,
glass
first
and
points
in.
for Patrick
10-point
Beverly.
game. 9.5 to play. Here in the third, Chris Paul with the basketball, screen by Ayton.
And draws a foul on Jackson. That'll be the first foul on
It
Jackson.
looks like it might be side out. There's a foul on Reggie Jackson. Foul before the shot.
Well, Paul George got rid of it. Crowder with a bad angle. Good attack by Beverly for the deuce.
Paul George thought that last foul came while he was in the upward shooting motion.
All right, here we go. Here's
Inbounded.
DeAndre Ayton. There's
Beverly
a
with
whistle.
another foul, and Beverly and Crowder bump into each other. That's going to be 3 on Beverly.
I love the underrated toughness of Devin Booker.
Foul's going to be on
He is
Patrick
cool, calm, and
Beverly.
collective and refuses to get rattled. How many guys we see in this situation get up and react to Patrick Beverly?
Agreed. Tremendous poise.
Clearly a foul there on Beverly, so they'll inbound. 3 team fouls early on the Clippers.
Here's Devin Booker.
Phoenix Suns been the
Devin
best
Booker
free-throw
with
shooting
basketball.
team in the playoffs. They were second in the NBA in a regular season.
Devin Booker, Chris
Chris
Paul, no good. DeAndre Ayton,
offensive rebound.
Devin Booker now.
Booker, another
Devin
three.
Booker,
He's
no
0 for
good.
4.
Rebounded by
From
Paul
three-point
George.
Jackson.
Reggie Jackson got it to
Morris.
Marcus
They're gonna post
Morris.
up Booker. He's got the advantage down low.
Marcus Morris, no good.
Booker
And
close to
rebounded by
picking up his
Ayton.
fourth
Here
foul
comes
there.
Chris Paul.
No whistle as Paul comes the other
Chris
way.
Paul with the basketball. Guarded by Morris. Screen by Ayton. There's a
Draws the
whistle.
foul on
That's going to
Morris.
be on Marcus
There's
Morris.
a number of players in this game who are very crafty at drawing contact, and Chris Paul's right at the top of the list.
And it puts you in a tough position as a referee, but this is a foul. Uses the smart awareness of contact and sells it, but that's a foul.
Well, what
All
I
right,
love
here we
about
go. Crowder
the
set to
roster
inbound. Got
building
it
in
to
Phoenix,
Ayton.
they're serious
DeAndre
playoff
Ayton
teams
with the
because they
basketball.
added skill, age, and edge.
Ayton gives
The
it to
second
Chris
foul on
Paul.
Marcus Morris, 5 on the
Screen by
24.
Ayton. Chris Paul shoots. Free throw line. No good. And Mikal Bridges with an offensive rebound.
Booker on the drive.
Devin Booker, finger rolls, no good. Reggie Jackson,
racing down the floor.
one man to beat. Got it blocked by Mikal Bridges. Let's go.
And then an offensive foul is going to be called. Beverly knocks it out of Paul's hands, and a technical
Chris
foul on Beverly.
Paul. Chris
personal
Paul
fouls
turns
on
it
Chris
over.
Paul.
Patrick Beverly gets the technical
And then the
technical
on
foul.
Patrick Beverly. That's 3 fouls on Chris Paul. So Paul and Booker each with 3 personals.
Chris Paul, Devin Booker, both with 3
I'm
fouls.
surprised Booker's not shooting his technical.
And watch Beverly doing after.
Chris Paul makes the
Booker
makes the
took off
technical
his
free
mask
throw.
as well.
55-44, 11-point game, 8:10 to play here in the third quarter.
Broken nose in game 2. He said, I've had enough.
Clippers are actually winning this quarter by 3.
Somebody said he looked like
Here's
Michael
Zubac,
Myers in
got it to
Halloween
Reggie Jackson.
with that mask on.
Reggie Jackson
Reggie
floats
Jackson
it off the
back to one
glass,
goal.
no
Ball
good.
taken by
Rebounded by Jay Crowder. Here comes Chris Paul. Chris Paul with the basketball. Got it. Chris Paul for 2.
That's the shot that's there all night long for Chris Paul.
Here's Paul George. Paul George with the basketball. Got it to Patrick Beverly. Now to Marcus Morris. Got it to Reggie Jackson. Back to Marcus Morris.
Again, they get the mismatch. Morris looking to post up Booker. Booker does a good job.
Marcus Morris for
does a better job
2.
knocking down the baseline jumper.
57-46.
Pick up another foul on Devin Booker. Get him out of this
7-17
ball
left in the third quarter. Chris Paul
Throws
out
it
to
out.
Mikal
Mikal
Bridges.
Too strong on
No
the three.
good.
Jackson
Rebounded by
rebound.
Reggie Jackson. What's going on, Vincent? Here's Reggie Jackson.
Drive, stops, tied up, trying to knock it off.
And a
Ayton.
stolen.
Couldn't get it out of bounds.
Got it to Ayton. Now to Chris Paul. Chris Paul with the basketball.
Paul scoots inside between the legs, backing
Chris
away.
Paul for two.
Sweet move from Chris Paul.
59-46. Chris Paul with 11 points, 5 for 11 shooting and 5 assists. Patrick Beverly gives it to Paul George. Paul George gives it back to Beverly. Beverly drives, floats it. No good. Rebounded by Zubac.
Gets it back. Leans in. Blocked from behind.
Blocked by Ayton. Let's go.
Although Kenny Mauer now looking for help from his.
And we got a timeout taken. Los Angeles. Shout out to Noah James on the $1.99 super chat. Says, all right, Trox, got to head out, closing my store. Hey, I appreciate you, Noah James. Welcome back, Brandon. What's going on, Nick? Nick Thomas is in the building. Maya King is in the building. What's going on? Hey, Chief, that was all right. He blurred it out. If he blurs it out, it's all right. Appreciate that, Donald Finch. Welcome to the family. Vernon Yates, what's going on? Says, go Suns. Nick Thomas says, no dollar for you. What's going on, Gym Nation 3.0? Says, thoughts on KD doesn't know how to play team basketball. Man, Scottie Pippen is dumb. Anybody can score 20, 25 points when you got Michael Jordan. What happened when he didn't have Mike? More like Scottie Pippen don't know how to play team ball. Didn't he sit his butt down because he didn't get the last shot? Appreciate that, Bahang Ramiso. Welcome to the family. Michael Badilla, welcome to the family. But shoot, Scottie Pippen is the last person that needs to be talking about any player. Win a ring without Michael Jordan and then talk to me. What's going on, cool username? Love that name. Says he almost got them to the finals, LOL. Yeah, but what happened? He got in his feelings, sat on the bench, did not check in when Phil Jackson told him to. Win without the GOAT. That's all I got to say. Win without the GOAT. That's all I'm saying. Phoenix Suns go, go. Absolutely. Can't do that, Zyler.
In this stream, we will not be showing the game due to copyright reasons. We do live reactions, game audio, and play-by-play. Thank you. With that being said, sit back and relax and rock with your boy.
Yeah, can't do that, Tyler. Or I'm sorry, Zyler. What's going on, Cider Masan? Or Muskan? Hopefully I said your name correctly. Says Phoenix go, go team. Hold on a second. What the heck is going on here? All right, here we go. We are back.
Okay, will still be going on.
Here's the inbound.
Pass to
Terrence Mann, count that baby in a foul. What in the heck is going on?
Oh, man had a huge third quarter.
All right, here we go. What in the God's green earth?
Around. They'll need some more production from him.
Well, when you're struggling offensively out of bounds, you get a layup and a three-point play opportunity. You
Hold
need
on a second.
those type of special situation scores
All right, Terrence Mann, count that baby and a foul at the free throw line.
So for that 39-point performance in Game 6 against Utah, but even in the games when he doesn't score as much, tough defender, does a lot of little things for.
I got the free throw.
Really come into his own in these playoffs.
So Patrick Beverly got credit for defending.
There's
Devin
Chris
Booker.
Paul with the
Terrence Mann
basketball.
did a great job against Chris Paul.
Chris Paul got it to Jay Crowder. Crowder in and out, no good. Rebounded by Paul George. Got it to Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson to Paul George. Paul George to Zubac for a jam.
10 boards for
And
Zubac.
don't
The
look
lead is
now,
cut to
but
8.
it's an 8-point game. Zubac has a double-double.
Booker rises up.
Devin
Shot
Booker, no good. Rebounded by Paul George.
15 from the field. That's his first shot without the mask. George looking to draw a foul.
And Paul George for
The
two.
lead is cut to 6. Kawhi Leonard going
6-point
crazy.
game, 59-53, 5:16 left to play here in the third. Chris Paul, no good.
Crowder keeps it alive.
Mikal Bridges, Ayton, now to Chris Paul. Chris Paul
Inside, shot clock winding down.
shoots.
Another short jumper.
No
Missed the
good.
rebound. Taken by
Bridges, put
The
back,
basketball
no good. And DeAndre
Once again
Ayton
with the
with the put back.
Late switch. Ayton is just
61-53, 4:40 left. Zubac with the basketball. Got it to Reggie Jackson. Jackson floats it and gets it for two. 4.5 left. 61-55.
Playoffs. They have stretches. They have sometimes games where it
Here's
looks
Chris
ugly,
Paul
but
with
they
the
never
basketball.
quit. Keep battling back. Doing it again here in the third.
Chris
Paul's
Paul
jumper
shoots.
misses.
Ayton with the
offensive
rebound. Mikal Bridges.
Bridges pulls up. Back
And
to-
Bridges gets it for
DeAndre
two.
Ayton dominating the offensive boards. He's been outstanding.
There's
all
Reggie
night
Jackson.
long.
Reggie Jackson with the basketball. Off the glass,
misses.
no good. Tip back.
keeps it
Here's
alive.
Zubac.
Terrence
Got it
Mann.
to Terrence Mann. No
Got
good.
Bridges
And
the
rebounded by
rebound.
Mikal
Bridges with 8
Bridges.
points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. So many talented young players performing so
Scottie
well.
Pippen
in this
is the
postseason.
clown.
Ayton
Here
has man
is
on him.
Ayton.
Rushed it
Ayton,
a
no
bit.
good. Rebounded by Paul George.
Jackson launches a 3.
Reggie
from
Jackson
downtown.
for
Timeout, Phoenix. It's a 5-point game.
3. Timeout Phoenix. That's only their second timeout, and it is 63-58. Appreciate that, Nick Banks. Welcome to the family. Do have to mute it for copyright music and commercials. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio so you don't miss a single play. And we got ourselves a ball game. It's a 5-point game. Better than the actual announcers. Hey, I appreciate that. What do you think about Schembechler was innocent? I'm not too sure which. I'm not 100% sure what you're talking about. Appreciate that, Mark Williams. Welcome to the family. Suns for the win, says Brennan. Appreciate that, Pop 1, Pop 2. Appreciate that, the law of business. Welcome to the family. Never mind, you doing good, man. Hey, I appreciate that, Nick Thomas. Chris Paul needs a ring, man. Hey, absolutely. This game is pretty crazy. Hey, that's all facts. Pop 1, Pop 2. That is all facts. This game is really a good game. You know, the Clippers are beating the Suns in the third quarter, 22-13. But, man, this has been everything. I should say this has been nothing less than anything spectacular already. You know, we still got 3.5 minutes left. So in the third quarter. So there's a lot of time left. What's going on, Phantom 617? Robert says hashtag clips. Come on, songs, get it together. Devin Booker next Kobe. That's some big shoes to fill. He got to win at least 5 rings to be in that same breath. But I want to see the so-called GOATs of today's NBA win a Defensive Player of the Year. So, like LeBron, if you're the GOAT, win a Defensive Player of the Year. Kevin Durant, if you're a GOAT, win a Defensive Player of the Year. Who else? Devin Booker, if you're a GOAT, win a Defensive Player of the Year. I want to see somebody besides a power forward or a center win a, a Defensive Player of the Year. And I do consider like a Kevin Durant and, like the small ball power forwards, I do consider them still small forwards. Appreciate that, Steven. Appreciate that, Richard. Hey, but to win it that old, he would definitely put himself in the GOAT conversation. What's up, Eric? What's up, Timmy Games? Juma Forever. How's it going, everybody?
Second straight game.
Go Pistons, absolutely.
Excellent job.
Who won the game? It is still the third quarter. 63-58.
A big part of it.
3.5 to play.
Anybody in this postseason.
Here in the third quarter.
14 points already.
All right, here's Cameron Payne with the basketball, guarded by Terrence Mann.
Chris Paul. George
got a screen by Ayton. Zubac is on Cameron Payne. Got it to Cameron Johnson. Back to Cameron Payne. Cameron Payne's going to drive. Fakes too high. Paul George with the rebound. Paul George going to drive. And he gets fouled. Goes to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Picking up his first.
Cameron Johnson picks up the foul.
Doing a good job of getting stops and in transition, pushing the basketball. This time Paul George gets into the seams and creates the contact.
Hey, absolutely, Jerv. Hey, appreciate that, Milo.
This would be the 8th and 9th.
Welcome to the family
of the game for George.
All right, here is Paul George. Appreciate that, Josh.
Doing a little bit of everything.
Welcome to the family. Paul George makes his first free throw. 63-59, 3:03 to play. I will be live tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for game number 3 of the Bucks Hawks. And then Monday, game 5, 9 p.m. in the Valley.
The Clippers come back and win and even things up.
And Paul George misses a second, splits the pair, Ayton with the rebound, Cameron Payne with the basketball. Appreciate that, Phantom 617.
A big third quarter for the Clippers.
Here's Devin Booker. Devin Booker for 2. Appreciate that, top of my game.
15 for Booker.
Here's Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson guarded by Cameron Johnson.
Jackson. Oh, beautiful.
Zubac gets fouled. That's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Grabs his right knee.
Zubac grabs his right knee. He's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
The receiver, when you make a pass like this, the hands and the touch of Zubac, the ability to catch it in
what
traffic,
a nice no-look pass
take it up
by Reggie Jackson.
Those great hands.
Appreciate that, Nick Thomas.
He has played so well last couple of games.
All right, Brandon, appreciate that, brother.
Out of the rotation. Some games he plays some big minutes, like he did in Game 3.
What's up, Righteous?
Once again,
Games says, got a Suns fan right.
Knocks down that
hey, absolutely.
Free throw shooter as we send it to Rachel.
Mike, he said that it's been interesting.
All right, makes his first free throw.
All of these centers through the first 3 rounds of the playoffs, as you note, he wasn't
Zubac
in the
set to
lineup for
shoot
part
his
of the
second
series against the Dallas Mavericks, but when he was going against Boban Marjanovic, he said he had to use all the technique that smaller players use on him because Boban is, of course, one of the guys that he looks up to. He said going against
Zubac gets them both. Appreciate that, Kyle.
But he feels like every game he is getting
Ayton set to inbound, got it to Cameron Payne, but a turnover. Nick Batum. Appreciate that, Jerv.
Remaining 4-point game. By the way, Zubac's, he's third
Appreciate
on the
that,
team
Jen
in
Mendez.
free throw attempts in the playoffs. And a bad pass from Ayton.
Well, you got to run the baseline.
All right, Reggie Jackson set to inbound.
Players will give you that look like.
Got it to Terrence
why
Mann.
Are we wasting time on that?
Terrence Mann gives it to Reggie Jackson
like that.
at the wing. Reggie calling for the screen. Zubac with the screen.
Trying to set a screen on Bridges. Ayton picks him up. Jackson
And Reggie Jackson for two. Appreciate that, Madden Giant. Welcome to the fam.
Jackson with 9 points here in the
Bob,
third.
appreciate that. Timmy Games, appreciate that as well. Here's Devin Booker. Devin Booker. Appreciate that. Xavier.
Booker draws a foul.
Devin Booker got fouled, goes to the free throw line to shoot two.
Picks up his third. Just looking at Kenny Mauer.
How big has Reggie Jackson been? They switched the pick and roll, Ayton on him.
So Devin Booker going to the free throw line to shoot two. Devin Booker is playing the second half without his mask.
I'm sorry, Mr. Jackson.
He's wanted to be a
Appreciate that, Alexander.
As Booker misses, even when he was with the Oklahoma City Thunder and a guy named Westbrook was starting ahead of him. One game when
And Devin Booker missed the first free throw. Appreciate that, Allen.
Starting point guard. But it wasn't happening with Westbrook there. First couple of years for Jackson weren't easy.
Appreciate that, Christine.
As Luke Kennard
Minor,
comes in, Paul George
appreciate
will sit
that.
down. But he has replaced Patrick
65-63, 2-point game. 154 left in the third. And Devin Booker splits the pair.
By the way, that free throw was his first miss, the first one, his first miss in the entire series.
Reggie Jackson brings it up. Devin Booker has 16 points, 4 for 5 at the free throw line, and 6 for 15.
Played in over 3 months.
Appreciate that, Yumi.
Did a good job defensively. He's out there again.
Here's Terrence Mann. He's going to drive. Terrence Mann with the lay-in, and it's a 1-point game. Here's a minute and a half left.
Very good job of turning the corner and getting layups.
Appreciate that, Ms. Zap. Appreciate that, Irfan.
Booker blocked by Zubac, but a foul.
And there's a foul on Zubac.
Wants a challenge.
That's a shooting foul. So Devin Booker going to the free throw line.
Screen. That's going to be the second on Zubac.
I don't understand how you want to challenge this. That's contact.
That's contact.
Zubac elevates the contest, but he contests towards Booker.
Appreciate that.
I
Mathieu.
love Ty Lue's smirk at Zubac as he was walking away. Like,
all right, here's Devin Booker at the free throw line. Gets the first free throw, makes it a 2-point game. 1:23 left in the third.
Reggie Jackson earlier in the possession, which gets him scrambled in rotation and opens up driving lanes. And man, once again, right at the rim.
Booker and he misses the second. Splits the pair, 2-point game. Reggie Jackson. And it's stolen by Devin Booker. And a take foul by Terrence Mann.
In the backcourt.
Appreciate that, Kevion.
I understand some of these fouls in transition.
They're in the penalty.
Mario says, go, go, go. Idle Chris Paul.
He's too valuable to him. It's a turnover. Turn, run back.
That makes no sense.
All right, so we got free throws coming.
Picks up his fourth personal foul.
And he makes the first free throw.
Back in for Cameron Payne, the last 1:14.
It's a 3-point game, 68-65, a minute 14 left.
At getting you free throws
third quarter, both teams are in the bonus. Phoenix has 5 timeouts. Clippers have 3 timeouts.
Free throw shooting teams in the NBA this year. In fact,
Devin Booker makes them both. Appreciate that, Maryland.
Any other time in the history of the NBA in terms of team percentage.
Here's Reggie Jackson bringing it up the court.
Paul George missed some key free throws.
Reggie,
a great free throw shooter. Booker's missed.
Got it to Zubac. Zubac gives it to Terrence Mann. And blocked by DeAndre Ayton.
So Ayton will pick up. Let's
go, Ayton. Knocked it out of bounds. Not a smart play, but it's going to be an inbound Clippers.
Now, whether he was in the act of shooting, you can debate, but that was a foul.
Oh, that was a foul. Oh, man.
Man with a couple of free throws.
I appreciate that, Jeff.
12 of 15. This is that.
And Terrence Mann misses the first free throw because that ball don't lie. Do have to mute it real quick as they go to the ESPN copyright music. I will be live for Game 5, 9 p.m. Monday of the Western Conference Finals.
Crowd was
and Terrence Mann misses the ball because that ball don't lie. DeAndre Ayton with the rebound. Chris Paul with the basketball.
Final minute, third quarter.
Here's Devin Booker. Appreciate that, Vincent. Devin Booker pump fakes. Gives it out to Chris Paul. Chris Paul with the basketball. He's going to shoot. In and out, no good. Rebounded by the Clippers. Here comes Reggie Jackson. In and out, no good. Saved by Luke Kennard. Zubac gets fouled. Goes to the free throw line to shoot two.
Good play by Kennard.
What a game, folks.
Pass to Zubac.
That's 4 fouls on Chris Paul, by the way.
4 fouls on Chris Paul. You got to be careful.
A little elbow to Ayton.
Again, only Kawhi Leonard and Paul George have taken more free throws on the Clippers.
And Zubac makes the first free throw. Cuts it to a 3-point game. 69 to 66. 26.1 seconds left here in the third quarter. Kawhi Leonard's out for a sixth straight game with a knee injury.
30 a game, shooting 57% from the field as usual. Great
Zubac has 13 points, 11 rebounds. Set to shoot his second free throw. And he misses. DeAndre Ayton with the rebound. Chris Paul with the basketball.
Chance to even things up on the Western Conference Final.
About a 2-second difference between game clock and shot clock.
In the ball game for the last possession to defend Devin Booker.
There's DeAndre Ayton.
Shot clock at 7. About a second difference. Shot clock.
Got it to Devin Booker.
Trying to create some space. Shot.
Devin Booker, no good.
Knocked out of bounds.
Oh, come on.
Patrick Beverly wanted a foul. Is 1/10.
It's going to be out of bounds on Ayton. We got 1/10 of a second left, and that does it. That's the end of the third quarter. 3-point ball game, 66 to 69. Phoenix only up by 3. When we come back, we're going to be into the money quarter, the fourth quarter. Leonard, solid fan. LeBron go. Hey, what's going on, Caden Flip? Absolutely, I remember you, brother. Vincent says, rally the valley. Mickey says, 4. Clip should have called a timeout early. Testosterone, the bleeding. Trox, you are starting to feel that hot breath on your back. Hey, come on now. I'm still up by 3. What's going on, Noy? Appreciate that. CP3 to New York next year. Josh says Suns are shutting this series in 5. Leomar says, let's go Suns. Suns championship says Arena Co. Clippers are the great third quarter team. Paul Lamar says go Suns. King Ken says go Hawks. I will be live tomorrow for the Hawks and Bucks tomorrow night. Salvador says go Suns. Put it in the chat who you guys going for. Hashtag Suns, hashtag Clips. Mickey says fourth quarter is ours. We got our butts handed to us by 11 points. We lost 11 points for the Phoenix Suns in that third quarter, 19-30. What's going on, Zero Shane? Says hashtag Bulls. Appreciate that, Vincent McDaniel. Welcome to the fam. I'm going for overtime. It very well could go to overtime. Let's go, Suns. We must win this game at all costs. Hey, that's facts. My princess and me says hashtag Suns. I want credit for starting that. Absolutely. Hey, what's going on? The Jazz Huddle says, come on, Suns, close this game. Raymundo says, go Clippers from Davao, Philippines. Hey, appreciate that, Anonymous. Jeticus 999. Hey, appreciate that, Zero Shane. Says, man, all these bricks seems like they competing on to go build a house first. Hey, appreciate that, Carmen. Welcome to the family.
Just getting stops, I think, on the defensive end, but also getting out in transition, get some easy baskets. But moving the basketball, when we get to the paint, we're a totally different team, and we know that.
You were down by 16. Now
They're
you're
running
only
like
down by
Forrest
3,
Gump.
but that's not going to
Oh,
win a
snap.
basketball game. How
Let
do
me
you
get
take
this
the lead
court
in the
up
fourth
and
quarter?
going.
I think keep going with our defense. I think our second half defense has been great.
All right, Chris
Gotta
Paul's
keep
going to
getting
bring it
physical,
up.
get to the bodies, and then we got to get out in transition, share the basketball, and attack the rim.
Thanks so much.
Appreciate that, Mahedi. Welcome to the fam.
Well, the Clipper players call Sharon Lou, Bill Belichick.
Cameron Payne
because
gives it
of all
back
his
to Chris
adjustments.
Paul.
They made
Chris
some
Paul
adjustments
gives it
at
to
that
Devin
time,
Booker.
and it pay off in the third.
Devin Booker
We start the
drives
fourth. Booker
off the
drives.
glass
Beautiful
and
finish
in.
from Devin Booker.
71 to 66.
Smalls out on the court now. I mean,
Here
they don't even
is
have a
Reggie
Marcus
Jackson.
Morris, who is a little bit sturdier. Batum's the center.
Got it
And
to
they're playing all
Batum.
skill.
Batum gives it to
Batum is
Kennard.
the tallest players
Luke
out there for the
Kennard.
Clippers.
Back to Batum.
Charge.
Batum drives.
Batum.
Double clutches.
clutch shot.
No good. Rebounded by
Booker.
Devin Booker.
And the biggest thing I've seen
Devin Booker
is
to
they're
Mikal
allowing
Bridges to Devin Booker.
defenders to chest people as they
Devin
drive
Booker.
to the rim now.
No
which is
good.
making the
Dario
finishes
Saric.
much more difficult.
Saric got fouled after getting the rebound.
Oh, there's a
against
foul.
Paul George. That's 3 on
Paul George picks up the foul.
Booker realizing no
Gonna
shot
be side
blocking.
out.
Batum, the biggest guy, he knows if he gets by him, there's nothing he has to worry about at the basket. The second or third make.
All right, here we go. Sarge with the basketball, got it to Devin Booker. Devin Booker with the basketball, guarded by Nicholas Batum. Devin Booker, no good. Rebounded by Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann gives it to Paul George. Paul George looking to pass. Got it knocked loose. It's going to be off Chris Paul.
Clippers will inbound. Shot clock at 14.
Stays with the Clippers. CFH 420 says Suns in 5. What's going on, Wildflower Gang? What's going on, Daniel Roland or Roldan?
Booker
Here's
guarding George.
Paul George for 2.
18 points.
71 to 68. Less than 10 and a half to play.
And elevates quickly.
Chris
Well, you
Paul
can't
with the
defend.
basketball. Paul George
So much
has 18
responsibility
points,
for
10
Paul
rebounds,
George
5
with Kawhi Leonard
assists.
being out. Chris Paul kicks
Chris
it back
Paul,
out.
Bridges, now to
Johnson
Cameron
lets that right corner.
Johnson.
Not that time.
No
Rebound,
good.
Paul
Paul George with the rebound. Appreciate that, Gary
Double
Katz.
figures in rebounds
Welcome
once
to the
again.
film.
Drives on Booker.
And
Foul
Paul
on
George
Booker.
gets
That's gonna be his
fouled.
fourth. No, Booker and Chris Paul each with 4 for the Suns. Terrence Mann.
All right,
4.
Devin Booker gets
And
attacked.
Technical fouls being handed out.
It's going to be a technical foul on Devin Booker, shoving Paul George after the play.
Oh, my God.
Get your head into the game, Devin. Come on, man.
You see the foul, the contact afterwards, and watch Devin Booker.
I'm going to say this, though. You know how you watch Patrick Beverly do this? You watch Paul George.
Got to get your head back
didn't
into the
run
game,
into him
Devin.
by
Come on,
accident.
man.
So again,
Paul
it's the
George is at the free throw line to shoot
I
the
don't
tag.
like when guys
And he gets the
are
tag.
allowed to just walk into somebody. I say you let him push him like that.
And now Paul George is going to shoot two on the free throws, following the foul on Devin Booker. Now both Devin Booker and Chris Paul both have 4 fouls.
Jeff, you're so right about it's so easy to sit here and say you got to back off those things. But each point in the way this game is going.
All right, gets the first free throw.
It's
a 1 point game, 71-70.
And aggression.
Cameron
at the same time,
Payne comes in for Devin Booker.
But that has to be the goal, especially the retaliation one. You know the second
Oh, man,
guy
this is
always
getting
gets
intense.
caught. I wonder if we review things, why we don't review stuff like that. So
Now you're asking for more reviews. No,
I'm not. I'm asking that whoever's in the replay center, like, buzz down and say, no, get the first dude.
Send a text.
All right, 10:07 left. Paul George set to shoot his second free throw. He misses it.
Bridges.
Mikal Bridges with the rebound. Chris Paul with the basketball, bringing it up the court.
Phoenix has led the entire game.
Chris Paul
Largest
gets
lead
screened
was
by
16.
Ayton.
That was in the third.
Chris
Early
Paul
third.
gets it
To
down
Ayton.
low.
Ayton inside, off his leg, out of bounds. More good defense from the Clippers.
That was a
DeAndre
terrific play
Ayton
by
turns
Paul
it over.
George.
Here's Chris
Up and off the
Paul.
corner.
Zubac
Got it to
down low.
Zubac,
he's
and there's
fouled
a
by Ayton.
foul.
And a terrific pass.
DeAndre
Great recognition
Ayton,
from
come
Paul George.
on.
They switched the pick and roll, so Kennard is guarding Ayton deep. Chris Paul searches that out, and look at the anticipation by Paul George.
DeAndre Ayton, get your head into the game
There's a
too.
throw-ahead
You got
pass
one
as
more
the
quarter.
Suns not sprinting back in
Finish this
transition.
quarter
Go ahead from
strong.
George to Zubac. I'd much rather see Chris Paul play
All right, Luke
one-on-one
Kennard is
against
going to set
Zubac
to
and
inbound.
allow Ayton to get it off
Got
the
it to
offensive board.
Zubac, got it to Paul George.
earlier,
Paul
that
George,
was very
thick but
successful.
two, in and out, no good. And
with
Mikal
his 10th
Bridges
rebound.
with the rebound. Chris Paul with the basketball, brings it up the
Phoenix
court.
right now hanging on to a 1 point lead, 2.5
Chris
down by
Paul
the fourth. Paul falling
shoots.
away, loves that baseline shot.
No
Back
good,
one goes.
rebounded by Paul George.
Here's
Terrence Mann.
on the attack, gets in the paint, knocked out of his hands.
Terrence
And
Mann
reset.
got 12 on the shot clock. Appreciate that, Jetta-kiss. Paul George
George for
shoots. No good. Rebounded by
rebound.
Cameron Johnson.
Paul looking
Chris
to
Paul
push.
with the basketball,
Would
brings
love
it
to
up
get
the
that
court.
pace up like they had in the first half.
Chris Paul,
Ayton's
no
tip
good.
misses.
Ayton,
That's a
put
good
back,
ball.
no good. Chris Paul,
Couldn't
or
hit the jumper.
Paul George
the other way.
with the rebound.
Drives inside, blocked from behind. Cam
Got it
Johnson and
blocked.
Bridges double
Cam
teamed him.
Johnson. And here comes Chris Paul. Got it to Bridges.
Offensive foul.
And that's an offensive
Nick
foul.
Batum draws the
Come
charge.
on, man.
Oh my God.
Call a timeout. Get these guys right. Appreciate that, Louise.
Little things that
G.
Nicholas Batum
Motet.
does to put you
Welcome
in
to the
position win.
family.
This time takes the contact.
Call the timeout. Let's
Yeah,
settle
offensive
this
foul on
down. It's a 1 point game, 71-70. Terrence Mann with the basketball, 8:33
George
left.
comes off the screen,
Paul
gets
George,
inside, stops,
turnaround
pulling away.
jumper, off the back
Rebound,
heel, no
Zubac.
good. Zubac
Hanging
with the
on.
rebound. Got it to
Wild
Luke
pass
Kennard.
out.
Paul
8 to shoot
George.
now for the Clippers.
Paul George loses it.
Payne pokes it out of bounds. Still Clipper ball with 3.9
Clippers
remaining on the shot clock.
Retain possession, 3.9 on the
Crowder's
shot
gonna
clock,
come in.
8:18 left.
Reggie
Appreciate
Jackson
that,
will
Jordan
return
Evans.
for Los Angeles. Cam Johnson sits down.
All right, here we go. Jay Crowder, we need you, brother.
Jackson has had some big fourth quarters.
Cameron
for the
Johnson
Clippers,
comes out.
including game 3 of this series.
3.9 on the shot clock, 8:18 left. Reggie Jackson set to inbound. Got it to Zubac.
tries the
Zubac
jumper.
wide open. No good. Rebounded by Crowder.
They've had
Cameron
numerous
Payne brings
opportunities
it
to
up.
take the lead.
Campaign right now has a bounce like he wants to get a look.
Cameron Payne floats it. In and out, no good. Batum with the rebound. Reggie Jackson with the basketball.
37%.
Appreciate that, Rinston.
Clippers at 35%.
Batum gives it to Paul George.
Here in game 4.
Got a screen by Zubac, did not use it.
George throws it up. Zubac.
Got Zubac to Batum to Reggie Jackson. He shoots it. No good. And that's a 24-second shot clock violation. Suns ball going back down the court.
These two teams, a couple of guys looked a little gassed out there.
Wow.
Minor coming up
1
next,
point
Sports Center with
game.
Scott Van Pelt.
7:39. Do have to mute it real quick as they go to some copyright music. Jay Crowder inbounds it. Chris Paul with the basketball. He's going to walk it up the court. All right, hurry up. I want to get back to the audio.
Rest after the sweep
All right, here we go.
against Denver.
Chris Paul got a screen by Ayton. Chris Paul with the basketball. Gets another screen by
Chris
Ayton.
Paul searching for an opening. Leans
Got
in,
it out
kicks
to Cameron Payne.
Cameron
Payne.
The banker won't
And that's
go.
a foul. What?
Cameron
No!
Payne called.
Oh, come on.
Great job on the weak side, staying there and taking the hit as Campaign elevates with a little teardrop.
That's an offensive
Outstanding
foul.
defense by Reggie Jackson.
Payne picking up his first.
Appreciate that, Robert. Welcome to the family.
Played almost 5 minutes.
Here's
The score here in the fourth quarter.
Reggie
is 4-2.
Jackson. Chris Paul with the
Paul
basketball. I'm sorry, Paul
Another
George.
miss. Ayton
Rebounded by
rebound.
Ayton.
Both
Appreciate
teams
that,
struggling to put the
Devontae
ball in the
Taylor.
basket.
Noah James, welcome back. 299 super
rebounds
chat.
for
Says,
Ayton.
oh no, Trucks in the
Phoenix
game
is
now.
1 for 8 here in the fourth. The Clippers are
Here's
1 for
Paul
10.
Chris Paul. Man, there's too many Pauls in this game. Chris Paul
Shot clock
with
at
the
5.
basketball.
Paul against Zubac, falling away. Missed
Off
again.
the back
Ayton's
heel,
tip,
put back no good.
Batted
Come on,
around,
Crowder.
picked up by
Good hustle. Here's Chris
on the
Paul
drive, back
to
out,
Crowder.
for 3.
In and out, no
Zubac the
good.
rebound.
Zubac.
Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Phoenix will
Yes.
have another possession. And we'll have a timeout.
And that's the second.
All right, timeout taken. Appreciate that. Appreciate the new subscribers. Appreciate that, Gerson. This is for Noah James. Appreciate that 2.99 super chat. Appreciate that, Ivy. Oh, man, what a game, folks. We have not scored in God knows how long. I mean, it's still 71-70. And we have 6:34 left in this ball game. Appreciate that, John. Michael Collins, what's going on? Paul says Chris Paul, Paul George, and Paul. Hey, there's too many balls. Hey, appreciate that, Revan Designs. Appreciate that, Eddie. Edge of your seat, absolutely facts. Can't make anything. Suns for the Philippines. Hey, appreciate that, Ronnie. Ben says go Suns. Emily with the YouTube symbol. Hey, appreciate that, William Davis. 3 minutes, no score, absolutely. The 3 Pauls. We need a good Juju. You're going to win. Suns. $1.99 super chat by Noah James. This game is so much better than last night. Hey, Daniel, click out and come back in, and it'll fix the circle. I like turtles, says Greg. Hey, appreciate that, Shanti. Or Santi. Hopefully I said your name correctly. Appreciate that, Nil. Appreciate that, Josh. Appreciate that, Bidi. Rob. Wen says, go, 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 Clippers. Appreciate that, Josh. Off the top says Suns 4-3 over Clippers. Bucks 4-3 over Hawks. NBA rigged. Hey, it could happen. Del Green says 495 views should equal at least 400 likes. Come on, man. Hey, I appreciate that, Del. Appreciate that, Matt. Matt Weather. Appreciate that. Snail Race is out there. Sun's got to close it out. Absolutely, Arku. Keep the subs coming, y'all. Show Trox some love. Hey, I appreciate that, Linda. Who what go to the Philippines? Brace Borkracy. I accept you. Go for Suns. For what's up, guys, hit that like button and let's help the man here. Hey, appreciate that, Milo.
They have led the
All right, here we
entire
go.
game.
Chris Paul with the basketball.
As usual, with a strong comeback.
Guarded by Terrence Mann. Got a double screen.
Chris Paul on the drive.
Chris Paul and Aiden with an alley-oop. Jam!
Well-designed play out of the timeout, getting him in.
There we go.
Chris Paul with a spectacular
19
delivery.
points, 20 rebounds, 5 block shots for DeAndre Ayton. Reggie Jackson gives it to Paul George. Paul George to Reggie Jackson.
Jackson looking to go one-on-one with Booker.
Reggie Jackson.
On the drive, gets inside, foul from behind. And that's going to be 5 fouls on Devin Booker.
5 fouls on Devin Booker.
Jackson to the free throw line.
I think he took a shot to the face. And Jackson jumped back into him.
Of course, playing with a broken nose, took the mask off earlier in the game.
You know what's crazy? As teams struggle to score, you love new school basketball, and this is not a slight against it at all. It's an exciting time.
All right, Devin
NBA
Booker,
basketball.
33 minutes, 21
But nobody
points,
has
5
a post-up
fouls.
guy, big or small, that you can throw the ball to and get an easy
Reggie gets the shooter's
Back in the day, you have a big
bounce.
guy you throw it to,
Gets the first
stop
free
bleeding,
throw.
make a play. Now all of a sudden I got to trick you into getting a shot.
It's all
Makes
gotta-
it a
it's
2-point
coming off the
game.
Pick and roll. That time,
Reggie Jackson about to shoot his
didn't
second free
switch
throw.
under
Appreciate that,
Ayton, so
Kendo.
Ayton got a strong run to the rim.
Hey, absolutely, the King. I love close games as well. And he cuts it to a 1-point game.
Midway through the fourth.
Reggie Jackson makes both free
18
throws.
more points.
5:55 left in the fourth. Chris Paul with the basketball. Got it to Devin Booker.
Follow Booker, now man picks him up.
Devin Booker, he's going to
inside,
drive.
running shot back of the
No
rim.
good. Paul
George
George with the rebound.
Chris Paul guarding Paul George.
Paul George,
has 4
Paul
fouls
up
as
Paul.
well.
Paul George
Trying to
back
bump
down
George,
Chris
falling
Paul.
away.
Paul George,
And
no
Bridges
good.
grabs
Mikal
his
Bridges
12th
with the rebound.
Well, with the
Appreciate
shooting,
that,
a lot
Pale.
of available rebounds here tonight.
You got to get better
Here's Chris
shots
Paul with the
than the
basketball.
last two
Appreciate that,
possessions, though.
Randon.
Chris Paul
Here
back to Booker.
is
Booker
Devin
pulls up,
Booker
puts
for
it in. Devin Booker, big
two.
shot there. And it's back up for
75 to
three with just over
72.
5 remaining.
Love his confidence.
5:05,
Struggling, but not afraid to
3-point
continue to keep
game.
his foot on
Reggie
the gas
Jackson
Reggie Jackson
shoots it from the free throw line,
Answers
extended, and got the
Another 20-point
deuce.
game for
And a
Jackson.
timeout,
And a timeout
Phoenix.
called by Monty Williams. What a
1-point game, 75-74, 4:56 left. Jay Gibbs says Booker turned that inner Kobe on. Hey, we got a number change. Appreciate that. Steve Davis says shooting percentage are dropping like Humpty Dumpty. Milo says Booker needs to turn it into the Booker effect. Woo! Suns will win, says Ronnie. Milo says turn on. Absolutely. This has been a good game. I hope tomorrow's game is just like this. Noah James with the $1.99 super chat says, LOL, you sweating yet, Trox? Hey, appreciate that, Noah. Hey, absolutely. Incognito Mosquito, appreciate that. Gotta stop Reggie Jackson, Trox, absolutely. Live from the Bahamas says Willard. Appreciate that, Willard. Ronnie says, bet $100 for Suns. Let me get that other, my God.
Oh, my God.
Arena Co. says, Damian Lizard. Hey, appreciate that, Salvador. Eric Harris says, go Suns. GS, what's going on? Says, I trust the Suns. Noble Sports says, got to clamp down on Reggie Jack. Absolutely. Put him in a what do you call it, stranglehold or something, because you got to lock that boy up. What's going on, Anthony? Rob says, let's go Clippers. I'm doing good. Just been working and taking care of my grandparents. Hey, shout out to you, Eric. Appreciate that, Ben. Kylo Ren II says, about to lose that $100 too. Bomb Geek says, shooting trouble continues. Andres Sampson says, Suns in 5. Vincent McDaniel says, Booker time. William Hare says, OTR truck driver listening to you while I'm driving. Hey, shout out to you, William. Appreciate you. Shout out to all the truck drivers out there. Appreciate that, Justin. This is a heavyweight fight, exchanging blows. Absolutely. We need to get the LAs out of the equations. Who you think gonna win? I'm going for Suns. All right, 23 by Booker, 19 by Ayton, 20 rebounds by Ayton. Paul George, 20 and 14.
Fight in the later rounds. Two fighters giving it their all.
All right, here we go.
Left?
Chris Paul with the basketball. Got it to Devin Booker. Got it to Jay Crowder. Got it to Mikal Bridges.
Shot clock at 5.
Now to Devin Booker.
Shot clock at 3.
Devin Booker airballs it.
And Beverly the rebound.
Oh, my God.
Patrick Beverly with the rebound.
Bridges guarding Reggie Jackson.
Here's Reggie Jackson.
Jackson between the legs. Drives, gets to the lane. Left-handed, won't go. Zubac.
Oh, come on. DeAndre Ayton, I think, picks up that foul.
14 foul against Phoenix with 4:21 remaining. Zubac has played more minutes than he has ever played
going on,
in the
Norman?
NBA, regular season or playoffs.
And deservedly so. His presence, we rave about Ayton, but Zubac has matched his intensity and his effort tonight.
All right, Patrick Beverly set to inbound.
Zubac now 7.
Crowder picks
Got
up
it to
his
Reggie
4th
Jackson. Reggie Jackson with the basketball.
foul. Jackson guarded by Booker. Jackson dancing. Makes the drive. Lost the dribble momentarily. Out to George.
Paul George.
In the corner on the drive. And
that's a 24-second shot clock violation. Suns ball going back down the
court. The shot
court.
clock expired prior to the foul.
1 point game, 75-74. 4:07
Lets
left.
him know he was unaware of the shot clock.
Chris Paul with the basketball. Terrence Mann guarding him full court.
Under 4 to play.
Devin Booker with the screen.
Chris Paul on
DeAndre
the drive.
Ayton with the screen.
Paul picks
Chris
up his
Paul
dribble.
gives it to
Gets
Bridges.
right
Back to
5
Chris
to shoot.
Paul.
Paul
Chris
makes
Paul
his
drives.
Gets to the rim, banks
Off
it
the
home.
glass and
A
in.
3-point lead for Phoenix.
Get the matchup you want. It's easy.
77-74.
It's predetermined how they're going to defend it. And then
Here's
capitalize.
Terrence Mann.
3.5 remaining. Jackson wants the
Terrence
ball.
Mann got it to
Ball on
Reggie
him.
Jackson. Screen by Zubac.
Jackson
Reggie
fires
Jackson, no good.
Beverly tips it out
And
of bounds.
Patrick
And it's gonna be
Beverly
Phoenix
last
ball with
touched it.
3:24 remaining.
Suns ball
Well,
going
Phoenix are
back
going
down
right back
the
to that high
court.
screen and roll, and let Chris Paul make the decisions out of it. Get the
77 to
matchup and get out of his
74
way.
with
Right, when he came
3:20
up,
left.
He threw it to the corner.
Appreciate that,
They
Anthony.
boomeranged it right back to him so he could go off a live dribble.
Here's Chris Paul with the basketball.
Now backs off a bit. All setting it up. Shot clock winding
Got a screen
down.
by Ayton. Chris
6
Paul.
on the 24. Paul against Zubac once again.
Chris Paul
puts up the jumper.
shoots.
In and out.
No good.
the
Paul
rebound.
George with the rebound. Paul
puts up the
George
three.
off the
of
back
rim, another
heel.
miss. Beverly the
Patrick
rebound. Back
Beverly
out
with the
Jackson.
rebound.
Jackson
Reggie
the drive.
Jackson
Good help
gives it
defense
back to
from
Patrick
DeAndre
Beverly.
Ayton.
Back to Reggie
Now it's Jackson
Jackson.
and 8 one-on-one. Jackson makes his move, flips it up on the rim.
And no
the
good,
rebound.
airballs
He's got
it.
12 boards tonight. Here
Chris
comes
Paul with the
Paul
basketball.
2.5 to
Appreciate that,
play.
Pac-Man. Chris Paul
Suns
gives it to
clinging
Devin
a
Booker.
3-point lead.
Devin Booker with the basketball. Got a screen by Jay Crowder.
5 to shoot.
Booker by the wing. Booker
Against
gonna
Zubac.
drive.
Drives.
Gets fouled.
Called on
That's on
Zubac.
Zubac.
Just his second, and Devin Booker will shoot 2 free throws with 2:16
Devin Booker
remaining
going to the
and a
free throw
3-point
line.
advantage.
But I don't understand it, Coach. I'm not willing to go down with Zubac defending Chris Paul or Devin Booker one-on-one. Although he's done an outstanding job. That's not how I want to win or lose. And you see the little slight use of the arm, clear contact, and Booker.
Appreciate
going
that
to the line
fitted,
for two.
JD. Welcome
Booker
to the
has missed
fam.
2 free throws tonight after being
All right,
perfect
Devin Booker scores the
through
first
the
free
first 3
throw.
games of this series.
78 to
Marcus Morris is
74,
gonna come in.
4-point
That
game,
foul on Zubac just
2:16
in a
left.
second. And Zubac, who was absolutely gassed, but he has played a fantastic game. He's going to get
Marcus
a
Morris
rest.
comes in for Zubac.
I think they're trying to create more space on the floor. I think the decision came between Morris and Batum.
All right, Devin Booker makes them
2
both.
clutch free throws there.
79 to
for Booker.
74.
The Clippers here in the fourth
2:16
quarter,
left.
only 8 points. 2
Here's
for
Paul
16
George.
from the field.
Brings it up the court.
5-point
Got it to
Phoenix
Marcus
lead.
Morris. Now to Paul George. Appreciate that, Jen. Welcome to the
George
family.
looking for an opening. Drives on Booker, gets inside. Kicks
Paul
it out the
George,
corner.
Patrick
Beverly.
Beverly.
Three-pointer no good.
No
Crowder
good.
the
Jay
rebound.
Crowder with the
As
rebound.
we're under the 2-minute
Appreciate
mark.
that, Everaldo. Blake, appreciate that.
Clippers
Welcome
now
to the
5 for
family.
31 from 3-point range.
What's going on, Envision? Ben Wines, what's going on?
Booker wants the ball against
Chris
Beverly.
Paul gives it to Devin Booker, guarded by Patrick Beverly. Devin Booker's
Booker
gonna
makes his
drive,
drive, poked away
poke
by
loose, shoot! Oh,
Great
come on!
defense from Patrick Beverly and a 24-second
Travel.
violation. They call a travel on Booker as well.
I don't think it should be a travel, though. He got it knocked out of his hands. I think that should be either a jump ball or a 24-second violation. Well, no, I was wrong. He held on to it.
Outstanding defense by Patrick Beverly again, though.
Oh, Beverly, terrific defense. It's going to be Clipper ball. They're down 5 when we come back.
All right, so we are going to commercial break. Clippers take a timeout. Edge of your seats, absolutely. 79 to 74, 134 left. Appreciate you being live. Can listen to you and the game as I drive across America doing deliveries. Much respect. Hey, I appreciate you for being here, William. Keratin Channel says, are you ready for football season? If so, like video, support, subscribe. Travis Doyley with the $5 super chat says, let's go Suns. Appreciate that, Travis Doyley. Rain says, Suns are a better team. Renell says, watching from Philippines, nice game. I Like Anime says, this has been very game. Suns in 5, says Mr. Frenzy. Suns standing 4-1, says Norman.
The two teams are a combined
All right, here we go.
6 for 34 from the field here in the fourth quarter. The aggressive physical defense
Jessica
is
says
taking its toll. A lot of guys
something. I'm not too sure what she says.
Exhausted out there.
Something about the
Minute and a half
Clippers.
remaining.
Here's
George
Paul
gets the
George.
pass to Beverly.
Patrick Beverly.
drives, kicks it out
Over to
Morris.
Marcus Morris. Marcus is going to drive. Terrence Mann loses it. DeAndre Ayton.
Right there as Booker brings it in the
Got
front
it.
court.
Here's Devin Booker. Appreciate that, Kem.
And I like him holding the basketball with Patrick Beverly off of him. So now somebody else has
Here's
to be
Devin Booker.
involved
Got a screen
as the
by
primary
Ayton.
defender.
Devin Booker's going to
Gets to the
drive.
rim, layup.
Got a blocking foul.
Shot
Devin
clock
Booker
over. Free throws
going
for
to the
Booker.
line
And a chance put the
to
Suns
shoot
up 7
2.
with 1:05 remaining.
Coach, how many players have we seen on Booker's level?
79-74.
Primary guys having a tough time. Hold their head down and be discouraged.
Now they can challenge.
That'll be overruled.
Beverly clearly outside the restricted area and looks like he set himself there.
Unless they're going to say that Reggie Jackson fouled him first, because they can go to that
Yes.
and look at the little bit of the previous contact.
It might be, if they do review this, it might be Reggie Jackson on the foul. They might switch the foul from Patrick Beverly to Reggie Jackson. Devin's a killer, absolutely. Devin, man, D-Book is amazing. Book says Vincent. Red Feller says Ty Lue sucks. 31 3-point shots for what? Incognito says Clippers gonna dull less. Go Suns. Man, what a game though. It's a 5-point game. A minute 5 left. 65 seconds left. Clippers are going to challenge it. 5-point game. Right now they are saying a shooting foul.
Zach Zarba.
All right, here we go.
To the replay center on the challenge call from the Clippers. Let's bring in Steve Javie, who's back in the studio. This was called a blocking foul on Patrick Beverly. Steve, what do you think after looking at the play?
Yeah, in my opinion, Mike, I really believe that the defender gets an illegal guarding position, prior to the upward shooting motion. And I would deem this to be a successful challenge, and I wouldn't be surprised to be an offensive
After
foul.
review, the ruling on the floor has been overturned. Beverly obtained a legal guarding position prior to the upward motion. Clippers will get their timeout back. Offensive foul on Devin Booker.
Well, Steve Javie was right. And Jeff, you're right, too. If there's a different foul tied to
All
the
right,
same
so
play
I think
that
Devin
preceded
Booker
the
just
call
fouled
foul,
out.
you can call that foul. There was some contact from Jackson, but clearly not enough for them to keep it in favor of Phoenix.
Absolutely, and Monty Williams brings
Yes,
Torrey Craig
Devin
in the
Booker
ball
fouled
game,
out,
taking
25
Devin Booker out with
points.
the foul trouble.
He
getting
is
a defender
done.
on the floor and making sure Devin Booker doesn't foul out.
Luke Kennard comes
Kennard
in.
will come back in.
Comes in for
terms of
Patrick
timeouts
Beverly.
remaining, the Clippers still have 1. Phoenix has 2.
Oh my God!
Right now, Kennard's out there with Jackson, Terrence Mann, Paul George.
All right,
and
Paul
Marcus
George
Morris. Craig
on the
his first
inbound
minutes of the
pass.
night defensively here for
Paul
Phoenix.
George with the basketball.
George
Got it
throws
to
inside.
Terrence Mann.
Lays it up
And
in.
Terrence Mann
Mann
gets
wanted
the
a whistle as well. There
lay-in.
seemed to be
And
some
it's a
contact.
3-point
And it's
game.
back to a 3-point game under a minute to play.
Chris Paul calls it for a
And Monty
timeout.
Williams will use one of his 2 timeouts left.
53.1 seconds left. We got a timeout taken. Phoenix. Both teams now have 1 timeout apiece. Clippers are in the bonus. 53.1 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's going on, Ryan? RC Angeles says Suns versus Bucks in the finals, and Suns will win in Game 6. Hey, appreciate that. Devin is Kobe Bryant protege. What's going on, Caden? Hey, appreciate that, Mar. All right, here we go.
The Clippers with another
We are.
second half comeback.
So
They've
the
done
Clippers
many
have
times
one foul to
in this
give.
postseason, but they've
Possession
never been
arrow
able to
goes
tie
to
it.
the
They've had so
Suns.
many opportunities to take the lead.
Appreciate
But
that,
both
Johnny.
teams struggling shooting the ball here in the fourth quarter. It's been such a defensive-minded game. And, of course, that offensive foul on Booker. That was his 6th personal foul.
All right, here we go. So Devin Booker's fouled out.
It's Bridges, Paul, Ayton, Crowder.
They got to go these last 53.1 seconds left without their
Batum
number
now
one
in
guy.
for Marcus Morris.
Here's Jay Crowder to Chris Paul.
Guarding Chris Paul.
Suns up by 3.
Clippers do
Chris
have a
Paul.
foul to give,
And
there it
that's a
is. George City got
foul.
a clean swipe.
Paul
Instead, he picks up his
George.
4th personal.
They use their foul
Now
to
Phoenix will inbound
give.
again.
Now both teams are in the bonus. Any fouls, either way,
Well, the
it's
second
free throws.
reach was clean. The first one.
$5
maybe not
super
so much.
chat by Anthony Sanchez says great coverage. Appreciate that, Anthony.
Shot clock at 7.
Here's Chris Paul.
George
Got
drives.
6 seconds
Chris
for
Paul, jumper shot.
Chris
Off the
Paul.
mark,
No
good.
good.
Rebound. Ayton had it,
Fight
lost
for
it,
it.
gets it again.
Ayton with the rebound.
reset.
Chris
Batum
Paul
on
with the
in.
basketball.
Not going to foul.
7 to shoot.
Chris Paul
Chris Paul. Elbow
shoots.
jumper. Short.
No
Rebound.
good.
Knocked loose out of bounds. And they say jump ball. Kenny
Jump
Maurer
ball.
calls jump ball with 17.4 seconds remaining.
All right, well, we have time. This is for Anthony Sanchez on his $5 super
They
chat.
can obviously go look at it.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
All right, they're going to jump it up. Looks like it might be either Ayton and Paul.
To review the ruling on the floor.
Chris
Is it jump
and
ball?
Paul George, left hand also.
It's both Bridges and George right there.
That looks like it's off Bridges.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, it might be Clippers
Which gives
ball.
A free time.
They are going to officially review it.
Clippers
There is no coach's
down
challenge.
3. We saw this at the end of game 2.
They still might say
that
Paul,
left hand
off
of
Paul George.
George
I mean, it's like
looks like
they could call it
very well
either
be the
way.
last one touching it.
Boy, that is just so close.
That's why it's smart to call it a jump ball. So if you can't tell over there,
It
you
might
haven't
be
given
just
it
a
to
jump
one team
ball.
or the other.
That's Kenny Maurer called that again. Maurer is refereeing his 229th playoff game, so he's seen a few of these types of finishes. And that's the smart play, so now they can.
And this is the angle to me. Paul George has the white arm sleeve on, and his hand is on top of the basketball. Bridges hits it. That's close. That could be off Bridges. I don't want to be over there making the decision.
That one looks like it's off Bridges' fingertips.
17.4 seconds left.
Timeout.
They might smell
you don't have
overtime.
to necessarily now use your timeout.
Zach Sarver over there talking to the replay center. Now, if it does go to the Clippers' ball, the question is, if you're Phoenix, when do you foul, or do you foul to prevent a three-pointer to tie the game?
I wouldn't foul yet.
Each team
They
still
don't
has
really
a
have
timeout
anybody to
remaining, and
foul.
obviously
That's a bad free throw shooter.
Let's hear from Zach
After
Sarver.
review, the ruling on the floor has been overturned. It's Los Angeles Clipper basketball.
And just to clarify, when you say you wouldn't foul yet, you're saying you're going to play straight defense right now?
Yes. Up
I mean, you
17.7
might foul Paul
seconds to go.
George.
I am worried about,
But, I mean,
like Dave downsized 5
that would be too
smalls.
crazy
You
for him to go
can't bite
2
on shot
games
fakes.
down
You
in
can't be overly
a
aggressive
close
if you're
game like it
Abdul
is
Nader or
now
Torrey Craig.
to miss
And
2
to me,
free
going
throws.
small, you're switching 1 through 5. And I would allow them to bring up the floor, bring the ball up the floor, and I'm taking the foul in this situation.
All right, here's
Clippers
Paul
could choose to score
George.
Quickly, they still have a timeout left. And
All right,
Bridges,
there
there's
is
the
a foul.
with
Paul
13.2
George going to the
remaining.
free throw line, 13.2. seconds left.
Will shoot 2 free throws.
Now you got to be careful
Clearly that's
switching
the game
out these guys.
Of course, George missed 2
Because the
free
players
throws
that
at
are
the end of
out
game
there
2.
is going to have to
2
stay
critical
out
free
there.
throws. Set another game with
Appreciate that, Marvin.
20 points, 15 rebounds, 6 assists. He's missed 3 free throws tonight.
Paul George makes the first free throw.
And I say foul
Makes
because
it
look what has to go
79 to
right.
77
He's
with
gotta make 2,
13.2
and then
seconds
he's gotta either
left.
miss or turn the basketball over.
Both
and
teams
he's
are
gotta
in the
score
bonus.
again.
Both teams have
As
one
opposed to not
timeout.
fouling, which can work certainly, but the only thing you have to do is make a 3, and the ball game is tied.
It's a 2-point game. Paul George at the free throw line.
Back at the line in such a clutch situation here in the conference final.
And Paul George makes both free throws. And it's 79 to 78. Timeout taken, Phoenix.
Final timeout to move the ball in the front court.
Appreciate that,
The Suns
Art.
will have it after this timeout.
All right, they're going to a commercial break. As soon as the game resumes, I do resume the game audio. Appreciate that, Alec Luke. Shout out to the 997 in the building. You guys are amazing. Appreciate each and every single one of you. It's a 1-point game. Phoenix are going to be out of timeouts now. Both teams are in the bonus. 13.2 seconds left. Robert Hopkins says,
Oh, my God.
Travis Doyley with the $5 super chat says, close it out, Suns. Hey, shout out to the 1009 in the building. Appreciate each and every single one of you. Appreciate that, Shahil. Appreciate that, Ramil. Appreciate that, Holguin. Appreciate each and every single one of you. Welcome to the family. All right, as soon as these commercial breaks are over, I will be resuming the game audio.
Shooter on the
All right,
bench
here we
with
go.
6 fouls. Phoenix will inbound 13.2
We are back.
remaining.
13.2 left.
Suns out of timeouts now, so obviously have to get the ball in before the 5-second count.
Here's
Saric has it. Lost it momentarily.
Dario
Picked up by
Saric.
Payne, dribbles out of
Cameron
trouble.
Payne.
And he's
And it's going to stay Phoenix ball.
Makes it ball
7.8
They
left.
wasted way
Appreciate
too
that,
much
Phillip.
time in fouling, and they had Saric, who had caught it.
All right, come on. I don't know
guy
why
to
they
try
got
to foul
Sarge on the
right there.
court.
Now, that might have been off of Payne. I'm surprised they're not looking at that.
And that's what the Clipper bench is trying to make them aware of, and they don't.
All right, here we go. Got it to Chris Paul.
Chris Paul fouled immediately with
7 seconds
remaining.
left.
See, to me, that was the same exact thing that happened in game 2. The same type of play. And I bet you it's closer to going off of the dribbler.
Appreciate that,
Like,
Elnor.
it did go off
Yeah,
Cam Payne.
absolutely. You're 100% correct.
See the ball, and it looks there on that it went off Payne's fingertips.
You have to at least look at it.
Appreciate that, Mark. Appreciate that, Lincoln.
Hits the free throw.
And Chris Paul
That
makes
it
the
a
first
2-point
free
game,
throw.
7 seconds remaining. Clippers do have a timeout left to advance
Suns,
the ball.
let's go.
And they're going to use their timeout, which it tells you because they're bringing in Zubac and Morris for rebounding purposes.
All right, Zubac comes
Clippers
in.
have used their challenge, but again, the officials on any out-of-bounds call under 2 minutes, fourth quarter, and overtime could go
Nader
look on
comes
their
in
own.
for Sarge. Torrey
That's
Craig
what
for Cameron
Clippers
Payne.
were hoping for on
Appreciate that, Elia.
Two clutch
And
free
Chris
throws there
Paul
from Chris Paul,
makes
who has
both
been a great
free throws.
free throw shooter
Timeout,
throughout his career.
Clippers.
And Phoenix back up by
7
3.
seconds
Clippers
left.
use their
Oh, man. We got a timeout taken. Appreciate that. Noah James says, hey, let's go, Suns. Who is winning? It is right now the Phoenix Suns are winning 81 to 78. Appreciate that, Noli. Art says Utah Jazz. Appreciate that, Clay.
What do you expect them to run?
All right, here we go.
Well,
Possession
no
arrow
timeout,
is the
right now you've
Clippers.
gotta try to get a
No
catch
fouls
and
to give,
shoot
no
three,
timeout.
so
7
you
seconds
don't
left.
allow
Hey, shout out to Damian
Phoenix
Lillard.
to foul before you take the shot.
And if I'm Phoenix,
Appreciate
I'm staying
that,
connected.
Saul.
I'm switching 1 through 5. And on the catch, I'm committing fouls. I'm not allowing them to get off a three-point shot.
But you have to make sure your foul is not
Appreciate
in the
that,
upward shooting
Victor.
motion.
They're
All right, here we
5 for
go.
31 from 3 here tonight. Batum. Jackson
Batum sets the inbound.
George.
Got it to
corner.
Paul
And a
George.
whistle before the shot
There's a
attempt.
foul,
And once
so it's only
again,
going to be 2
Phoenix,
shots.
That's the game plan for Monty Williams. That's the strategy. Tyronn Lue not happy.
6.3 seconds left.
Right now as Paul George will go to the free throw line. All right, now with no timeouts remaining, do you hit one and miss intentionally?
I'm not. I'm actually going to, on the second one as the ball's in the air, commit a loose ball foul by being overly aggressive on the offensive rebound since they're sending Saric.
And Paul George misses the first free throw.
With that miss.
Paul George has just knocked down 2 clutch free throws, so reminiscent of game 2. He had 2 big
Oh,
free
man.
throws prior to
Appreciate
missing those
that,
2
Tyler.
in the final seconds with 8 seconds remaining. And now it's 6.3.
Appreciate that, Brandon.
Here in game
Appreciate
4.
that, Ruben.
But
all right, now you kind of almost got to miss that second.
If you're going to miss and try for the offensive rebound.
Again, both teams out of timeouts.
All right, here we go.
George off the back of the backboard, and a loose ball foul.
There's a loose ball foul
against Saric.
Dario Saric.
So 2 more free throw
Get that
attempts
bum out
for
of
Cousins.
Phoenix. I can't stand Dario Saric.
Cousins has
They
taken
need to
5
put
free
in
throws this
Frank
entire
Kaminsky
series.
instead of Dario
That
Saric.
was executed beautifully by George on the miss. Cousins 4 for 5 from the line.
DeMarcus Cousins makes the first free throw.
Just coming in these final seconds, Morris will come in.
And now, obviously, he's going to miss the second one, just like Paul George did on purpose.
All right, DeMarcus Cousins has 1 point, 1 for 1 free throws.
You have to get this rebound.
And that's a violation.
And that's a
Probably didn't know
violation.
the rule. It has to hit the rim.
Has
Violation,
to
that's
hit the
gonna be
rim.
Phoenix ball.
Woo!
He's got to know the rule. That's
Let's
just
go.
a mishap on behalf of DeMarcus Cousins.
81-79.
So now
Appreciate
Phoenix
that,
will inbound
Brandon.
with 5.8.
They still have to get it in, though.
Yep. And it's still not over.
All right, still got to inbound it.
Clippers obviously looking for either a 5-second count or a steal on the inbounds. Crowder looking, finds Chris Paul. And Paul struggles with it. And a whistle and a foul.
That's a foul. There we go.
Clippers wanted a
Patrick Beverly.
Instead, Paul's going to go to the free throw
Chris
line. with
Paul
3.9
to the free throw
remaining, and he
line.
can seal it by hitting both of these.
Seal it at the free throw line. CP3. Let's go.
Paul, a foul on Beverly, his 4th. Here's the
Appreciate
reach by
that,
Beverly.
Asa.
He didn't really hit him.
It didn't appear there was much contact there at all. And the Clippers frustrated. So Paul just knocked
All right,
down
here we
a couple of
go.
key free throws.
Chris
That's a
Paul
36 in a row.
makes the first free throw. 82-79. 3.9 left.
Again,
And
no
for the
timeouts
win, Chris
for the
Paul
Clippers.
needs to shoot and make this last free throw.
But Chris Paul can make it meaningless by knocking this one down. Missed the free
Oh,
throw. George
he
Howard,
missed
immediately
it.
Fouled by Torrey Craig.
See, that's the only thing. I wouldn't have fouled him immediately. I'd allowed him to dribble the basketball and then take
Appreciate that.
Eat some clock.
Oh, because now you have the same scenario. Make one, miss, and play, and keep trying that.
3.2 left. Both teams are in the bonus.
George right
82-79.
back there. Once again,
Clippers at the free throw line, down by 3.
needs to hit the first. And then all they would need is a 2-pointer if they got the offensive rebound on the second miss.
Paul George makes the first free throw.
See Monty Williams putting in charge and Ayton in.
Stop
Not
doing
over,
that.
says Paul George.
Sarge is dumb. I can't stand Sarge.
The last time he intentionally missed again, it was executed perfectly.
He plays like Forrest Gump when he had the knee braces on.
Down low to try and get the rebound.
And this time they've got 2 on the side of Cousins. You have to make sure if you squeeze Cousins that Paul George doesn't get it back.
There's Paul George.
Hits the rim, ball tip, knock loose.
Chris Paul!
And a whistle and a foul
Whoa!
against the Clippers.
1.3
Chris Paul
left.
lost his shoe in the mayhem.
Chris Paul lost his shoe.
And that could be that game-saving defensive rebound.
Appreciate that, Team Joe.
Paul did a great job. Again, that's so well executed.
Oh, man, what a
bounce,
game,
just
folks.
Hitting the rim. And then George having
Appreciate
to grab
that, Jacob
Chris Paul
Wells.
as Paul George is fouled out.
And Tony says, win without the
What a
shoe.
win for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, with 1.3 remaining, if Paul somehow missed the first and hit the second, and it was a 3-point lead, that would give the Clippers a chance to inbound
Ressa
the ball.
says
and
Clippers win.
I mean, it'd be a miracle finish.
We got this, son, says Percy.
Way to keep the audience
fouled
right.
out.
Yeah, George just
All right.
finished with 6 fouls.
Paul George fouls out.
That makes it a 3-point
Chris Paul
game.
makes the first free throw.
Even if you
Appreciate
miss
that,
this one,
double
by the time
A.
you get the rebound and just have to throw a heave down the floor.
Appreciate that, Sonny.
That'll do
And
it.
Chris
The
Paul puts the
Phoenix Suns win Game 4.
Phoenix
What a
Suns
performance from the
up
Suns
by
on the road.
4, and that does it.
Really tough victory.
Phoenix
The Suns, and now they
takes
take
a 3-1
commanding
lead.
in this Western Conference
It ain't
final.
over. It
They
ain't
led
over
the game
yet.
wire to wire,
I've
but
seen
it
3-1
certainly didn't
deficits
feel like
overcame
your
Detroit
normal
Pistons,
wire-to-wire victory.
Orlando
Clippers
Magic,
once again
Tracy
fought back,
McGrady.
fought hard,
Appreciate that.
but came up short.
Feek,
And the Phoenix
I think
Suns
that's your
now
name. I'm not too
one
sure.
win
Appreciate that,
away
Noah
from
Cadle.
going to the NBA Finals for the first time since 1993.
But Tracy McGrady kept saying 3-1,
And they'll get that
3-1.
chance on Monday back on their home floor.
Got to close it out. It ain't over till it's over.
Another
Appreciate that,
devastating
Edward.
loss for the LA Clippers. Game 2 was a
Appreciate
gut
that,
punch,
David Jackson.
and Game 4, the same feeling as they head back to their locker room.
T-Mac the GOAT.
So now that 3-1 lead for Phoenix.
Appreciate that. No Joko.
And a chance to advance
Or
on
not
their home
Joko.
floor.
Appreciate
Tomorrow
that.
night, Game 3, Hawks.
All right. Appreciate that, June. Appreciate that, Finley. Welcome to the family. One more game, Phoenix. One more game, baby. It ain't over till it's over, though. I've seen 3-1 deficits overcame. Detroit Pistons, 2002, I believe, against the Orlando Magic. It was either 2002 or 2003. And what do you call it? So it ain't over till it's over, but Phoenix got one more game. One more win. You win that, it's over. You win that, and it's over. But here is your final box score. Appreciate that, Passy. Man, welcome to the family. But your final box score, Jay Crowder, only 3 points, 4 fouls, 1 block shot, 7 rebounds. Mikal Bridges, 6 points, 3 fouls, 1 turnover, 2 block shots, 3 assists, and 13 rebounds. 13 rebounds. DeAndre Ayton had 19 points, 22 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 4 block shots, 3 turnovers, 4 fouls. Chris Paul with the basketball had 18 points, 4 fouls, 4 turnovers, 1 steal, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. Devin Booker did foul out. He had 25 points, 6 fouls, 5 turnovers, 2 steals, 2 rebounds. Off the bench, Dario Saric had 3 points, 1 foul, 3 rebounds. Nader had 2 fouls, 2 rebounds. Cam Johnson had 5 points, 1 foul, 4 rebounds. Cam Payne had 5 points, 1 foul, 1 turnover, 1 block shot, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. Torrey Craig did not do anything, had a foul. The Phoenix Suns shot 31 for 86 for 36% from the field, 4 for 20 for 20% from the three-point line, 18 for 21 for 85% from the free throw line, had 17 offensive rebounds, 42 defensive rebounds, 59 total rebounds. They had 16 assists, 4 steals, 8 block shots, 14 turnovers, and 27 fouls for 84 points. And the Los Angeles Clippers, Marcus Morris had 4 points, 2 fouls, 2 block shots, 2 assists. Zubac had 13 points, 14 rebounds, 2 fouls, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 assist. Patrick Beverley, 2 points, 4 fouls, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. Reggie Jackson had 20 points, 1 foul, 4 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 5 rebounds. Paul George had 23 points. He did foul out. He had 6 fouls, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 6 assists, and 16 rebounds. Off the bench, Terrence Mann, 12 points, 4 fouls, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 4 rebounds. Nick Batum, 3 points, 1 assist, 6 rebounds. Luke Kennard, 2 points, 2 rebounds. DeMarcus Cousins made 1 free throw out of 2, had 1 point. The team stats for the Clippers, 27 of 83 for 32.5% from the field, 5 for 31 for 16.1% from the three-point line, 21 of 32 for 65.6% from the free throw line. They had 15 offensive rebounds, 36 defensive rebounds, 51 total rebounds, 13 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks, 10 turnovers, and 19 fouls for 80 points. And tomorrow I will be live for game number 3 of the Milwaukee Bucks and the Atlanta Hawks. I'll be live at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for game 3 tomorrow night. So definitely stay tuned for that. What's going on, Cardinals kid? Man, what's going on, Edwin? But, man, how many blocks did DA have? He had 4. Charles Hall says Nuggets 2020. But, man, what a game. Game high was Devin Booker, 25 points. Second game high was 23 points by Paul George in that ball game. But, man, it came down to free throws. It came down to what we learned in grade school and peewee basketball. You got to make your free throws. They missed 11 free throws. Oh, it was 5 blocks. So then ESPN's the box score was wrong then, because this showed that Booker had only 4. He had 41 minutes, 8 for 14 shooting, 3 for 3 from the free throw line, 9 offensive rebounds, 13 defensive rebounds, 22 total rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 4 blocks, 4 fouls, 3 turnovers. He was +8 and had 19 points. That's what it says on ESPN for the box score. So he might have 5. Appreciate that, Zach Bass. Welcome to the family. But, yes, I'll be live tomorrow night. June 27th for the Hawks and the Bucks. Appreciate that, UNW Kuandra. Appreciate that, Jufel Sato. Welcome to the family. Yeah, DeAndre Ayton was big time in this game. How long till files? What you mean, Macy? But with that being said, I do love each and every single one of you. Appreciate the 124 new subscribers. Appreciate the number change. I appreciate all the super chats. You guys have been amazing. Teen Ja said this very season is the one I've been waiting for my whole entire life. Suns in 5. Mikey says, take care, Trox, and thank you very much for everything. We truly enjoy every minute of the play-by-play. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll be live tomorrow, and then Monday and Tuesday. Let's see. If necessary, Wednesday, because that'd be Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals. I will be live Thursday, and then if necessary, Friday for Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. Appreciate that, Anthony. But I will be live every day for every game, and we're going to have a great time. And let's see who goes to the NBA Finals. But with that being said, love each and every single one of you. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Love you all. Have a good night. This is Troxel Sports Stream. Peace.